You can measure the size of an elephant. You can clock the speed of a cheetah, but you can't quantify the heart of a kings, queens, and in-betweens. Welcome to Dr. Boxing Talk. Stream starts now.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
If I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. But if I tell you I'm no good, you know one line.
Yo, yo, yo. Y'all know what time it is. The doctor's in the house. Let's get right. That was good, everybody. Hopefully everybody good. Milk does your body good. So they say, ain't it? So they say, ain't it? We got some stuff to watch today. Let's get it. We got some stuff to talk about today. Let's get it. Before we get started, you know, we always gotta thank the man upstairs, you know what I'm saying, the Most High. So let's do it. Please bow your head and join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you, Lord, for these blessings, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for your guidance. Thank you, Lord, for the glory. Thank you, Lord, for your protection and correction and direction, Lord. And please, when we stray off the path, Lord, or we get a little swervy, Lord, please get us back in line, Lord. And also let us maximize our potential, Lord, and and keep our minds in the right place, our hearts in the right place, our spirits in the right place. And also, in addition to giving you all our requests and all our concerns and all of our stresses, please, Lord, also give us the ability to acknowledge the fact that we are able to make a change in others' lives. And that's when we are truly blessed, when we can use our blessings to be a blessing to others, Lord. So please let us recognize our strength and know that with great power comes great responsibility, and it is our responsibility to look out for each other, one another, especially our loved ones too, Lord, and those that cannot take care of themselves or look out for themselves, Lord. So please grant us your many blessings. Let us be thankful for your blessings to receive more blessings, and also let us use our blessings to be a blessing in other people's lives as well. Through Jesus' name, amen, amen, amen. Oh, now we got some things to talk about, man. We got we got the Tim Tszyu. Man, we got the Tim Tszyu thing, which is crazy. We got the whole entire boxing weekend, to be fair, was, kind of interesting, kind of fun. Very interesting and very fun, if you ask me. But, I think that a lot of people are going hard on Tim Tszyu. I think that he does deserve the criticism, yes, but at the same time, I do think that we have to also appreciate his demonstration of being a warrior, you know what I'm saying, and showcasing that warrior spirit, that fighter spirit. Same with Errol Spence, you know. Errol Spence also, yeah, he got whooped by Terrence Crawford, but he also demonstrated the fighter spirit, kept getting up, never quit. You know what I'm saying? And he gave us a fight that we wanted to see with him and Terrence Crawford. It was well documented that he wanted to move up to 154, but he said, "Hey, man, you know, before I do that, I'm gonna fight you." And you know, even Terrence Crawford has said that. You know, shout out to Terrence Crawford as well for handling business. That's not an easy thing to do, but at the same time, yeah, we get so caught up in who got whooped and who lost and who was a disappointment and who picked the wrong person to win. And we, you know, without Errol Spence, we couldn't have got that Terrence Crawford fight. Without Tim Tszyu, we couldn't have got that Bakram Murtazaliev fight. So, you know, so shout out to them. You know, shout out to Tim Tszyu, man. But before we get there, I want to double back there. I want to start off in the fights that are a little less interesting, but also relevant as well, man. This weekend, you know, we had Adam Azim versus Ohara Davies, which that fight wasn't too intriguing, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're not in England. But you know, we watch global boxing. We watch boxing all over the place, so we enjoyed it. We watched it, and Adam Azim, he definitely won. It was a step up in competition. You know, Ohara Davies, he looked very bad in his last outing against Ishmael Barroso, you know, the old man from Venezuela. But that was really just, in my opinion, that was an outlier. You know, that was an anomaly. That was something that's not indicative of Ohara Davies' skills or past fights, you know, that he's had in the ring and stuff like that. You know, I think he has 4 losses now, including Adam Azim. So he lost to Adam Azim, Ishmael Barroso's, Jack Catterall, and Josh Taylor. Losing to Jack Catterall, Josh Taylor, especially at the time that he lost to them, that's not a bad thing. You know, that's not a bad loss. So, you know, he's a good fighter, you know, and Adam Azim, I believe, had 10 wins, 11 wins. So this was a good step up for him. Ohara Davies just looked bad because he got smacked by Ishmael Barroso. And in addition to that, getting smacked, he came up with some bogus excuses talking about it was the oxygen level in the hotel that he stayed in, and then that's why he couldn't get accustomed to he couldn't get his respiratory system right, I guess, and he couldn't breathe properly, you know. And also, in addition to that, you know, he was on his phone, and the light from his cell phone kept him up. Well, why don't you just put down your cell phone, brother? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, those are just sounding bogus. And then, even if they are true, you know, it may have a hint of truth to it. Just don't say that, bro. You just look terrible, you know. So that's why I think he lost a lot of faith from the fans. But other than that, man, that was just one bad outing. You know, in boxing, you have one bad outing, then all of a sudden they judge your whole career off of that one bad outing. So shout out to Ohara Davies. I thought that was a good step up, and he fought well against Adam Azim, and that fight was good. He cracked Adam Azim more than a couple times. And he's still known as a pretty big puncher, and Adam Azim did well for his first step up in competition, for real. And what I wanted most importantly, shout out to Ohara Davies, man. Ohara Davies, he seemingly retired, you know, and I love to see when the fighters, not saying that I want him to retire, you know, but in order to keep his faculties about him, you know, I love when the fighters retire from the sport as opposed to letting the sport force them into retirement, you know. And because there is chapters after anything that, and whatever your occupation is, whether it's you know, whether you're in academia as a professor, whether you are in the hospital as a doctor or a nurse, or you are whatever it is, if you're a janitor or if you're a mechanic or if you're a preacher, you know, there's life after work, you know. So especially if you're talking about sports, you know, because that's where a lot of injuries transpire and occur. So you know, it's good to see them, you know, value that and appreciate that and acknowledge that. So shout out to him for retiring before when he could still function, because he still has good fights left, but you know, he retired, and he did say he was going to retire, win, lose, or draw after this fight, and he was a man of his word. And so shout out to Ohara Davies, man. You know, my boy Cito in the building. What's good, Cito? He said, what is the mummy's holiday job? A gift wrapper is crazy. What's up, my boy in the building, dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter?
These biscuits.
My guy Cito with the dad jokes. I'm so late. Hey, that's right in time for Halloween too, man. You taking the kiddos to Halloween? Taking the kiddos to go celebrate little ting tings. But yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna get some candy. But yeah, man. So I think that appreciate you, bro. With that being said, man, I think that I think when it comes to O'Hara Davies, you know, and those that retired before they forced into retirement, man, we got to salute them. That's what I do. I salute him. So shout out to O'Hara Davies. I think he still had a lot to offer to the sport still, but you know, he got up out of there when he felt it was necessary. Next up on that same card, man, we had Dan Aziz. Dan Aziz actually fought after the main event. Dan Aziz versus I believe he fought Edmondson. That fight, it went to decision. I don't really, be honest with you, I'm not really too concerned about that fight. But it was just Dan Aziz. You know, I think Dan Aziz might be on the verge of being out of there. Not because he has 3 losses, because, you know, Lomachenko has 3 losses and people still consider him great, right? So it's not about it's not the quantity of losses, but it's who you lost to and the quality of those losses, right? So he lost to, he lost to Joshua Buatsi, which is not a bad loss, right? Joshua Buatsi is a good fighter. He's undefeated right now, light heavyweight. He's looking for a chance against Beterbiev or Bivol next, which I think he loses to both of them, no matter which one he fights, you know. But, you know, he did lose. That was his first loss, was Dan Aziz to Joshua Buatsi, and they were friends too, so that was kind of like you know, it's kind of a sad thing, but somebody had to win, somebody had to lose. He lost to Joshua Buatsi by unanimous decision. Then he went and fought Sepp. It's supposed to be like a bounce back, and he had a draw, 8-round draw, and then his next fight was this weekend against Lewis Edmondson, and he lost by majority decision. So he had, if you look at it, you know, like I said, the Joshua Buatsi loss isn't bad, but it's just like 3 bad outcomes in a row, you know. So I think Dan Aziz, he has to go reevaluate some things. Maybe he needs to switch something up. Maybe he has to change his approach. Maybe he has to change his trainer. Maybe he has to change his location. Something, you know. 'Cause I think he's a good fighter, a capable fighter. I just don't know how much he could hold up at the world level anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We'll see how that goes, man. So we got that was that for that. And then we wanted to check out Anthony Yard, man. Anthony Yard now. Anthony Yard, I want to say making a return, but you know, Anthony Yard is back in the ring since stopping his fight stopping his fight in the courtroom, right? In the litigation he had, the lawsuit he had with had a contractual dispute with Frank Warren in Queensberry. You know, so he made his return. I believe he's with Boxer and Shalom, Ben Shalom, if I'm not mistaken. But he came back and he fought, who did he fight? I don't even remember the guy's name, be honest. Let me look it up real quick, because I do not remember the guy's name. What's his name? I can't remember the guy he just fought. What the heck? Yeah, Vilkins. Yep, Vilkins. Ross Vilkins. And I was looking for Anthony Yard to, you know, come back and shine a little bit brighter than he did. Now, Vilkins was a game opponent, you know, but still he was he's unknown, relatively unknown. And I was looking for Anthony Yard, who's been in the ring with the likes of Artur Beterbiev, been in the ring with Lyndon Arthur, been in the ring with, you know, Sergey Kovalev. He came up short, but he avenged that Lyndon Arthur loss. And, you know, I thought he was pretty good. I still think Anthony Yard's pretty good. But that was not a good showing. And, you know, they're talking about him fighting Joshua Buatsi. But the good thing about that is Joshua Buatsi fought Willie Hutchinson. And I'm not sure how much better Willie Hutchinson is than Rouse Vilkins. And they both look unimpressive, Joshua Buatsi and Anthony Yard. So I think that Anthony Yard and Joshua Buatsi, as far as their matchup, didn't lose any steam or momentum from a competitive standpoint. It may have lost some interest from the fact that, from the standpoint of neither one of them being like a big contender or a serious possibility to be a champion or dethrone Beterbiev or Bivol or even beat the winner Benavidez and Morel. But it still has interest between them being competitive, because neither Anthony Yard nor Joshua Buatsi look good in their last outing, man. So we'll see how it goes. Ooh, look like Jonquel Jones might have got away with a travel right there on the Fischer Collier. But she definitely got her in the post. Jonquel Jones, former MVP, man. We got Minnesota Lynx up 6-2 right now. They up by 4 against the New York Liberty. But yeah, so I think that with Anthony Yard, I'm still interested. Ooh, the Fischer Collier with the layup. And she almost lost the ball. She recovered it. You know what I'm saying? I do think Anthony Yard, you know, I look forward to seeing him. And him and Joshua Buatsi will let us know a lot. You know, the winner between Joshua Buatsi and Anthony Yard will let us know a lot, as far as it'll just add more separation to the top of the division at 175. So, you know, I still think that who's far and beyond above of everybody else is Beterbiev and Bivol. Although the top two would Beterbiev be the number 1 since he's undisputed, Bivol being number 2, and then, you know, Benavidez, Morel, Buatsi, and Yard, they're fighting right now for position, you know. So we'll see how that goes. And then next up, he said, hey, I'm gonna get to that after I'm done talking about this boxer recap. So after Oscar was good, my boy Oscar in the building. And then after that, man, we also have Vladimir Shishkin and William Skull going at it for the IBF championship at 168 that was vacated by Cinnamon. You know what I'm saying? Old Canelo Alvarez gave somebody else an opportunity to get a belt.
Eso, sí. Tú vas a mamar el bicho. Tú vas a mamar el...
Old Cinnamon out there being greedy with the belts. Yo, my boy 2-4 in the building. Don't forget to like the video if you hear it. You know what I'm talking about? Appreciate that. But yeah, so we had William Skull and Vladimir Shishkin. They fought in Germany, I believe, and it was a good fight, man. Like I like William Skull, I like Vladimir Shishkin. They both look decent. Vladimir Shishkin lost. William Skull won. It was a pretty decent fight back and forth for a little bit, but I thought the right person won. William Skull, to me, he won more convincingly, did more things to put a stronghold on the victory, to secure the victory. And I like William Skull because he looks the part, man. I like when fighters look the part, like they have the physique that's like they take at least that part seriously. You know what I'm saying? To look like a fighter, you know, from a physical standpoint, looking toned, looking in shape, look like they have endurance, look like they have stamina, you know, and then of course have the boxing acumen to perform as well. So now William Skull being the title holder at IBF for the IBF at 168, I'm glad that Cinnamon didn't take that fight, you know, and drop the belt, because no disrespect to William Skull, but he's relatively unknown, and I don't think he could hang with Cinnamon. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I think that now that he has a belt for the IBF belt, don't be surprised if he has a target on his back. I mean, all champions have targets on their back, but he seriously has the biggest target on his back for sure. Because I think Caleb Plant, you know, Caleb Sweet Hands Plant. Not only did he already lose to Cinnamon, he fought Cinnamon and lost, but he also had the IBF belt already. So I'm sure he's looking his chops right now to get right back in the mix. I know he wants a rematch with Cinnamon. He's been very vocal about that. You got Edgar Berlanga, who said he wants a rematch with Cinnamon. That'll get him right back in the mix if he could beat a guy like William Skull. Who else at 168? We have a mandatory. Diego Pacheco is a WBO mandatory for Cinnamon. Christian and Billy's is WBC mandatory for Cinnamon. What other way to get Cinnamon and add clout to your name? But what better way to add clout to your name and be an interesting fight and maybe get the attention of Cinnamon than to have a belt? You know, now it's a unification. So I think Diego Pacheco will be looking at Shishkin. I think Christian and Billy will be looking at Shishkin. Sorry, not Shishkin. Skull. We're looking at William Skull, and not Vladimir Shishkin. They'll be looking for William Skull, and I think that they all beat him. You know, I think William Skull and Ozzy Iglesias would be a good fight too. William Skull has experience in his favor, but you know, Ozzy Iglesias only have 11 fights or something like that. But I think Ozzy Iglesias has the tools to beat him as well. So I think that I keep saying Vladimir Shishkin. I think William Skull is this is a good position to be in though, because now he went from relatively unknown to having being the belt holder. Now people want to fight him, you know what I'm saying, and he could prove himself. Hey, we see upsets before. And speaking of upsets, now we gonna get to the Tim Tszyu and Bakram Murtazaliev. In fact, wait, first before I go to that, let's go to the undercard of that, man. We had Jonas Tellis, who's another guy at 154. The 154 division is stacked, man. You got Tim Tszyu, you got Bakram Murtazaliev, you have Jermell Charlo. Well, he's inactive, so exclude him. We got Terrence Bud Crawford, pound for pound #1. We got Virgil Ortiz, Jesus Ramos, Erickson Lubin, Charles Conwell. Oh my, it's just stacked, bro. Like, who else? I know I'm missing some folks too. Sebastian Fedora, potentially Errol Spence if he bounces back. So there's a lot of heads and a lot of hitters at 154, man. A lot of depth there. Israel Madrimov versus Serhiy Boachuk. Those two guys are fighting. Brian Mendoza, so Brandon Adams, who beat Serhiy Boachuk with he was losing the fight until he landed the left hook. But man, like 154 is very interesting. And now we have the young bull, because Charles Conwell is a young bull too. We have the young bull in Xander Zayas, and we have the younger bull and Jonas Tellis, who just beat a very game fighter in Johan Gonzalez, who's a big puncher. That was a very impressive win, a nice step up for him. I believe now he's 8-0. And what did he do? He called out Xander Zayas. It's crazy. We were talking about that fight being a potentially good fight. I think it's a little bit too early for Tellis still. Not that he's not capable, but I would like to get him maybe 1 or 2 more fights and then start fighting the guys above him at 154. But if they had this fight right now, cool. I believe they're. I know Xander Zayas is Puerto Rican. I believe Tellis is Puerto Rican too. Don't quote me on that. But so that'd be a good fight too, you know. And then also Xander Zayas was calling out Virgil Ortiz. I think he should take another fight or two. But he looked good against by beating Patrick Cicera, who was a good step up in the opposition. But then his last fight against Damian Sosa, that was a good showing by Xander Zayas too. So him fighting Virgil Ortiz, I definitely, if he thinks he could do it, hey, I believe him, because that'd be Puerto Rico versus Mexico, revitalize that rivalry right there. Everybody's always interested in that. You know how boxing loves to exploit the cultural dynamics, and especially globally, but especially on the North American continent, other Americas, whether it's South America, North America, or Central America. So we gonna see how it goes, man. He didn't vacate the belt; he got stripped. What did I say he was forced to vacate, or whatever I said? I don't know. You nitpicking. But yeah, he didn't vacate it. He got stripped. Yes, he got stripped because he didn't want to fight William Skull, and I'm glad he didn't fight it. I'm glad he did. We got Karma in the building. R. Smith said, what happened to Zoo? We gonna get there. Hold your freaking horses. We gonna get there. R. Smith in the building. So yeah, I think that there's a lot of good movement at 154. Karma hating on my boy. That's the thing. People be hating on my boy Cinnamon, man. You know what I'm saying? William Skull just said William Skull, Karma, and everybody in the 168-pound division should send my boy Cinnamon a thank you letter. You know what I'm saying? He giving other people opportunity to shine. You feel me? But yeah, no, Karma is right. He got stripped, and I'm glad he did, because I wouldn't want to see Cinnamon versus William Skull. Like, I'm not interested in that. Now, hopefully, William Skull can build his name up, and then it'll be potentially be interesting. You know, something that causes a lot of intrigue. But she is right though. He got stripped. But yeah, so I think with Jonas Tellis, I think that'd be a good fight between him and Xander Zayas. But like I said, I personally would like to let it marinate. But I am guilty of wanting fights to marinate a bit. You know, I'm not really for fighters rushing in there, especially when they're young. You know, young prospects. Like let the fight be. Ooh, hold on now. That was a big body move down there. But yeah, I think that fight could build up some intrigue. Let me see, where is Jonas Tellis from? Where is he from, man? Let me see. I mean, I know he's American, but I think he's Puerto Rican specifically. Oh no, he's Cuban. He is Cuban. Okay. I was gonna say Puerto Rican or Cuban. He is Cuban. Okay, that might be better. You know, you have the Cuba versus Puerto Rico. You know, I'm trying to think the most recent Cuban Puerto Rican fight we just saw. I think the most recent one we just saw with Cuban and Puerto Rico was Danny Garcia, Erislandy Lara. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, I think you're right, Carmen. He's Cuban. So yeah, I apologize. I thought he was Puerto Rican. So yeah, I mean that's better, right? I mean, Puerto Rico versus Puerto Rico established like the Puerto Rican dominance, but I don't think that neither one of them are really in that dominant position right now for a Puerto Rican fighter. You know, I think Xander Zayas is still young and upcoming. I mean, well, Xander Zayas might be it though, because I mean, who else? I mean, Subaru Matias, he's looking to bounce back off his loss to Liam Paro. Edgar Berlanga just got clapped by Cinnamon. Yeah, hold on, we gotta play that for him. He just got clapped by Cinnamon.
Eso, sí. Tú vas a mamar el bicho. Tú vas a mamar.
So I think that I mean, I guess the strong code would be between Berlanga and Zayas, I guess, but I would lean towards Zayas. I think he's a more capable fighter. He's more promising to me. But yeah, so it could be like that Cuba versus Puerto Rico. That'd be good, you know. But I would like for it to marinate a little bit more. But anyway, Jonas Tellis, either way, he has a promising future in my opinion. Him and Xander Zayas. 154 is a vicious division, man. I think it has a lot of movement. But let's get to Tim Tszyu and Bakram Murtazaliev, man. Like I said, I'm still shocked. I'm not shocked because the result. I'm shocked by how we got to the result, the route that was taken. That was a demolition, man. That was, to me, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm not sure if it's upset of the year because there's a lot of fights. Like I said, Daniel Dubois beating Hrgovic was an upset. Daniel Dubois beating AJ is an upset. I definitely think Daniel Dubois is a fighter of the year. I'm not gonna lie about that. I think Daniel Dubois is clearly fighter of the year. You know, he's been on a good run his last 3 fights. You know, I think Jarrell Baby Miller was last year though at the end, but still, like, I think it's like just barely over a year, like 13 months. You know, 13, 14 months or something like that. He was an underdog against Jarrell Baby Miller, slight underdog. He was an underdog against Hrgovic, he was an underdog against Joshua, and he overcame, you know what I'm saying? So I think he's definitely fighter of the year, but I don't know if he has the upset of the year, because I think Angelo Leo against Luis Lopez was upset. El Venado Lopez, especially Angelo Leo coming off a pro box, even though he's a former champion. That knockout was devastating. But Bakram Murtazaliev, man, like, he was getting so overlooked it was crazy, and I saw a lot of people thinking that, even Tim Tszyu himself, right? He was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna beat him. He's a step aside fighter and all this other stuff. I thought it was gonna be a good fight. I thought Tim Tszyu was gonna win, but I thought Tim Tszyu was gonna win by decision. I thought it was gonna be a rough fight, but I thought he was gonna win convincingly. Boy, was I wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bakram didn't even make it. It wasn't even close. Like, even with AJ and Dubois, AJ had a moment where he looked good in the 5th round, right before AJ got put to sleep. He wobbled and had he wobbled Dubois, had him doing the stanky leg. You know what I'm saying? I had him shaking like booty meat. So he had a moment to shine. Tim Tszyu didn't shine at all. Like, he didn't look good at all. He had no moment. He had, like, there was, as soon as from opening bell on, it was just all downhill, and it was downhill fast. So I'm kind of leaning towards that as my upset of the year, man. Bakram, and it's crazy to think of that because Bakram is a champion, right? So it's somewhat disrespectful, just like Dubois was a champion for the IBF going against Joshua. He was a major underdog. It's somewhat disrespectful. That's why I think we should acknowledge and always give the champion some credit. I'm not saying that he has to be the underdog, I mean the favorite because they're champions, but I think we shouldn't just disregard them or put them to the side so whimsically, you know, and he just proved it again, man. So shout out to Bakram. I'm happy for him, and I think that's dope, man. And I think that, you know, I personally believe that people are going too hard with this arrogant narrative on behalf of Tim Tszyu, but at the same time, I sit back and I think about it. I'm like, yeah, he was talking trash to Errol Spence and Charlo, but at the same time, I give the fighters some credit too, because not just fighters, but people. Like, if you ask me how I feel about myself, then you should be confident. It's like, I don't walk around, I'm gonna use myself as an example. I don't walk around telling people that I have a PhD. I don't, like, talk about it. I don't brag or say that I'm smart or whatever. I feel like it speaks for itself. I have no, like, I'm not, me being a doctor, having a PhD does not define who I am. I'm me first. You know what I'm saying? I'm me with a PhD. I'm not, the PhD didn't make me, you know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like that's important. It's not, I mean, it's dope. It's an accomplishment. Yeah, I worked hard for it. So of course I acknowledge it, but I don't use it as like to try to, I don't know, like hold it over anybody's head or like introduce myself. Oh yeah, I'm such and such, you know? So, but with Tim Tszyu and like other fighters, it's like, it's different when you're asked about something. Like, he didn't come out, at least I didn't see, he didn't come out and just say, oh, Bakram's trash, or Bakram is not as good as me, oh, I'm a destroy Bakram. Like, he was asked these questions. He was poked and probed, and they asked him, like, oh, what do you think's gonna happen with you and Bakram? What do you think about Bakram? Now, he could have been a little more choosy and judicious with his words, right? He could have been like, you know, Bakram's a good fighter, you know, people haven't been fighting him. But I remember one interview I remember one interview specifically when they asked him, they were like, how come you didn't fight Bakram before? And he's like, what do you mean? He said, I've been chasing Bakram for 2 years. You know, it's just that he didn't want to fight. And now he's a champion. Now I have the opportunity, so I'm gonna take it. So when you come at me, it's like someone saying, okay, why didn't you do this and this? I'm like, hold on, bro. I tried to do that. So I'm gonna have a little attitude. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you should, but as an interviewee, you might have a little attitude. Like, hold on, so you thinking that I was avoiding this guy? No, I wasn't avoiding this guy. I tried to fight him, and he didn't want to fight, and so I moved on. You know what I'm saying? And I was a champion. So could he? Your wordplay is very important, and how you say is almost equally as important as what you say. But at the same time, I just took it as him saying, like, yeah, man, this guy's a step aside fighter. He took step aside money, literally. So he said, I'm not that type of guy. I'm fighting for legacy. This guy is okay with taking step aside money. But the way he phrased it, a lot of people are just saying, oh yeah, but you called him a step aside fighter, including myself. Because if I'm Bakram, I'd be offended. You know what I'm saying? I'd be offended too. It's like, you don't know my situation. Like, maybe me taking that step aside money was beneficial for me at the time. So I think Bakram should be offended, but everybody jumping on the bandwagon now that Tim Tszyu lost and painting him as an arrogant guy. Now, if he was arrogant prior to, that's different. But I don't think, like I said, I don't think anything wrong with being confident. You know, I think that just because you are talking and Bakram doesn't talk, like Bakram was, when they picked up Bakram, after he won, he said, who's your daddy now? You know, Costa Tszyu and Tim Tszyu just had some reconciliation, right? And his dad was there. It was the first time he was there for one of his fights in a while. It was the first time he was there ever. I'm not sure. But anyway, he was like, who's your daddy now? You know what I'm saying? Your daddy, your real dad's in the building. That's what Bakram said. But people think because he doesn't speak English or he's quiet, that is somehow synonymous with being humble or having humility. Being quiet and being and demonstrating humility are not the same thing. You could be a quiet asshole. You could be a loud altruistic, philanthropic, kind person. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you can demonstrate benevolence loudly, you know what I'm saying? Now, granted, a lot of times when you're loud and arrogance usually goes together, and humility and quietness usually goes together. However, that's not necessarily the case. So it's just funny, like, if you go watch BAKHRAM and what he's saying about Tim Tszyu, there's sometimes people say, yeah, he's a good fighter, but there's other times where he says, yeah, man, he was easy. You know, I saw an interview where he was like, yeah, I didn't really get a good workout in. So, but it's just funny, like, I don't know, man, especially when you look a certain way or you're from a certain place. And it's like, I hear this about Naya anyway, too. Oh, he's so humble. How do you know he's humble? You don't understand a word he's saying. Unless you speak Japanese, how do you know Naya Inoue is humble? Like, that joke is crazy to me. But then if an American fighter like Terrence Crawford, who I think is humble, you know what I'm saying, he's just been more vocal now, but he's confident. He's arrogant though, because you know what he's saying or whatever like that. Like, I don't really get it. But anyway, Tim Tszyu, I'm not saying that he isn't arrogant, but I don't necessarily think you're gonna win is a demonstration of arrogance. Now, I will say this: the way he approached the fight was kind of arrogant. Like, if you watch the fight, his mannerisms and his demeanor, and even when the bell rang, he just tried to walk him down. He didn't try to take his time, demonstrate patience or nothing. He just walked straight. He just moved forward like he was just gonna walk him down, like it was gonna be a walk in the park. And it kind of his attitude in the ring and his body language reinforced what he was saying. So I could understand how people say he's arrogant now, but I do think we need to slow down, because I do think part of being a fighter and these are modern day warriors. You know, it's kind of, I think there's a fine line between confident and cocky. And I think sometimes, especially from those that are insecure with themselves and they don't have anything that they accomplish in their life, and they don't know what it means to put in work in something, I think that they're quick to say somebody's arrogant. That's because they feel threatened by their lack of ability, or their, you know what I'm saying, or you know, I think that I don't have a problem. Like, these are fighters, man. You know, they're pugilists. If you're not confident in yourself, if you don't have some hint of arrogance and pride, then you probably won't make it far, you know. But at the same time, there's no excuse for being arrogant. I'm not saying that, but at the same time, we also have to understand their occupation. Ooh, a big three from Caleb McBride. Salute, my boy supporter in the building. My boy Mike in the building. He said, who here agrees with me? Tank would knock out Tszyu made no adjustments. Yeah, Tszyu made, but that's the thing too, R. Smith. I don't really think Tszyu, okay, so Tszyu's fight with Brian Mendoza, he was more methodical in that fight. But I can't really say that he's a guy that makes a lot of adjustments. He's not a guy that has adaptability. I think that sometimes we undervalue when guys have the ability to adapt in real time. Like, for example, what we see with Terrence Crawford when he switches a gear, he seemingly goes to another gear, right? Or how he approached Errol Spence's the fight against Errol Spence, or he switches between southpaw and orthodox seamlessly. We have to applaud that, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of hard to do. And then another example, Caleb Plant, what he did against Trevor McCumbee, I've been very vocal. Like, that could have been performance of the year for me. Like, the way he switched in real time, like, it was an interesting fight, competitive fight. He was struggling a little bit, you know, with Trevor McCumbee at range. Then he's like, okay, bet, let me take it inside. He adapted. Not too many fighters do such a drastic change. Like, you see it over the course of some rounds a lot of times, but to just implement another game plan in real time while somebody's punching on you, and that's very difficult, man. You got to keep your composure mentally, physically. You have to be aware. You know what I'm saying? You have to be courageous enough to try something new that you probably didn't anticipate would work in real time. So it's like, I think that's dope. And Tim Tszyu, I never really, while I do see him make slight adjustments, I never seen him make like drastic adjustments. The type of drastic adjustment that I think it would have taken him to make in order to beat a guy like Murtazaliev last night. So I just think what was crazy is the way that BAKHRAM was just, he wasn't playing with him. Like, he was sharp with his counter punch. Like I said, I watched his last fight with Jack Koke. That was in Germany, I believe, and it was for the vacant title. That's how he acquired the IBF title. And it went to the 11th round. And he stopped him. And Jack O'Kay is a tough guy, but I think he fought like the likes of Sergey Jevchenko and some others, Jesus Ramos, I believe, too, and stuff like that. But he, it was a tough guy, but it was a nice showing, you know. And he struggled a bit, but then you find out, or at least I found out later, that he was on Ramadan, and his coach even talked about it afterwards, after the Tim Tszyu fight. So that kind of takes, not kind of, that would diminish your energy, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to them for being so dedicated to their religion and stuff like that, and praising God, you know, no matter what you call them, you know, it's all the same, just different versions, in my opinion. But anyway, not to get too religious, but yeah, shout out to him, man. I think that's dope. And but that would hinder your performance. That would, you know, make you have a little less energy. Not saying that he would have beat Colkay any faster, because I'm not disrespecting Colkay, but I like to think that if it wasn't during Ramadan, he would have probably performed a little better. And this time it wasn't during Ramadan against Tim Tszyu, you know what I'm saying? Tim Tszyu knows that, you know. So man, I just think that I think that as opposed to focusing on somebody being arrogant or a lack of adjustment, what if Bakram didn't allow him to make any adjustments? You know, we got to give credit to the opponent as well, man. Like, he's not in there fighting to win. He's not in there shadow boxing. And I think that, yeah, Tszyu didn't make any adjustments, but man, in 3 rounds, he ain't had no time. That man Bakram came in there dropping bombs. I don't know, bro. Like, I can't really die. It was a 3-round demolition. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Emmanuel Navarrete against Denis Berinchyk, I was disappointed in Navarrete. Navarrete didn't make any adjustments. But that was a course of a 12-round fight. This was a 3-round bulldozer. Like, man, I don't know, man. I still think I don't think Tim Tszyu's over. He's finished. I don't buy into that. But then again, I'm not the type of person that thinks somebody's finished because they have 1 loss. You know, like when Deontay Wilder lost to Tyson Fury, I was like, okay, I think he could bounce back. But he just looked a little bad, you know, from that war. That trilogy was a war between them. I think it took a lot out of both of them, more so out of Deontay Wilder because he lost. But I didn't think he was finished. But then when I saw him, you know, I was hearing some things and stuff like that, and then we actually saw him in Joseph Parker. I knew he was done. He was just shelling himself. That didn't, no disrespect to Joseph Parker, but only a fool or somebody who doesn't like Deontay Wilder, doesn't want to be honest. You know, there's no way that you think that Joseph Parker fought the same Deontay Wilder that Tyson Fury and all the other fighters before him, like Dominique Brazil, Arthur Spilska, Bermain Stavern. If you think he fought the same Deontay Wilder that they fought, Luis Ortiz, then you're crazy. You know, so but Joseph Parker looked good against Zhale Zhang, but to be that Deontay Wilder fight didn't prove anything. And then so same with Errol Spence. Like, Errol Spence lost to Terrence Crawford, and I don't think he's over. But me personally, I think it's over for Errol Spence because I would like for him to, you know, for his welfare. You know, I think he could bounce back, of course, but I personally thought that he should have retired after the car accident before he beat Danny Garcia. I thought he didn't look good when he beat Danny Garcia. Not for Spence looking good. You know, I don't think that he was caliber. He wasn't the same. It was evident. And then when even Angel Garcia, Danny Garcia's father said it. He said he knew he wasn't the same. That's why they were so confident in winning. You know, and I think they had a mole in his camp or something like that. And then also, you know, when he beat Yordenis Ugas, he definitely didn't look the same. Even the commentators during the fight were saying he didn't look the same. So when he fought Terrence Crawford, he just, granted, I don't think he still beat Ugas and Garcia, who are championship level fighters, especially Ugas, who beat the legend in Manny Pacquiao. That, you know, can't knock him for that. But at the same time, you could win and you can look bad winning. I think that's what happened to Errol Spence. Sometimes when you win, and like people say this all the time, like especially coaches and stuff, winning sometimes masks flaws. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh, well, we could do better, but we won, so we're going to keep it the same. But those that are great, they can win and still go back to the drawing board and still, you know, work on things. You know, it's like, use myself as an example. It's like, if you're like taking a class, right? Like, let's say thermodynamics or whatever. I was taking thermodynamics. I remember this specifically. Like, I did good and I had an A in the class, right? Already, you know, off like the second test, and then I think that the professor dropped the test or something like that, so I was good. But I still took the test just to make sure. Hey man, I was like, hey man, I might need to use this later on or something like that. So I still got an A, and then you know what that turned into? It didn't turn into anything besides me getting an A in the class as far as the results go academically. But then I was hired as a teaching assistant, and I was a teaching assistant from then on for the rest of my academic career. So sometimes when you go the extra mile, you may not see the benefit of it right now, but it will come into play later. So what I'm saying, the correlation I'm making is that just because you won or you're winning doesn't mean that you can't still do more. And the fighters like Floyd that recognize that, like Canelo that recognize that, or I don't know if Canelo's a good example right now, but you know, even in the past, you know, yeah, he is a good example. Like Canelo or even Beterbiev. Like I think Beterbiev is this way too. I think like Beterbiev said in his interview, he said sometimes I think he'd be dragging it a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, he'd be capping a little bit because they asked him if he's a good boxer. He'd be like, oh no, I'm not a good boxer yet.
Bullshit! 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 Bullshit!
Like, but I like it though, you know, that's humility and stuff like that. But I think he'd be dragging a little bit. But he'd be like, yeah, I'm not a good boxer. Hopefully one day I could be a good boxer, but I did achieve my goals, and you know, I'm not a bad boxer. That's what he said, and I think that's dope. And so that's indicative of him. Like, even though he won, he still wants to get better. He still wants to be. He knows that you're not going to be perfect. You know, none of us are perfect. You know, but you could always strive for perfection. So I think that, you know, when you win, some people will take like, okay, I won, so I'm good because this guy was probably the toughest guy I'll fight, so I'm still gonna be good. I think that's kind of maybe what Tim Tszyu fell into. Like, he probably didn't necessarily adapt or do anything differently besides what's been working. And you can't really knock him for that, but at the same time, Bakhram's gonna knock you across the ring for that, and that's what happened, you know. So I think that Bakhram is just, I think he was underrated, and I think what he did was phenomenal, man. His counter punch left hook was on fire. Oh my gosh, he had pepper on that thing. And Tim Tszyu just, you know, he fell victim. I think I don't know if he was arrogant, but he definitely underestimated and overlooked Bakram, because you could tell when he was talking about Jermell Charlo, potentially Terrence Crawford, potentially Sebastian Fedora, Spence rematch, or Fedora rematch potentially if he beats Spence, or even fighting Spence. And he was talking with Keith Thurman, and I know this hindsight's 2020, and I don't want to knock it. You know, you love your family, but at the same time, I said this though, I think this is the wrong time to have a reunion. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it seemed like in all the interviews, it was like, you know, I'm meeting up with my dad and we having fun there in the hotel with me and all this other stuff. And, you know, I think that was just, it may not put you in the right state of mind. And maybe it didn't matter. I think the way Bakram whooped him, I think Bakram would have won regardless. But it's just, you know, maybe you just want to be as focused as possible. But at the end of the day, Bakram did what he was supposed to do. And, you know, he was running. I saw an interview with Tim Tszyu was like, he saw Bakram running. They crossed paths and Bakram was ready. He's like, oh, maybe he's trying to lose weight. You know, he's not prepared or something like that. And he said that in an interview, and he started laughing. And it's like, bro, Bakram was prepared. You weren't prepared. So it's just, yeah, I don't want to take anything from Bakram. I don't think there's anything Tim Tszyu could have done to win. There's some things you could have put yourself in better position. But if I say that he could have did anything differently and won, I'm taking credit for Bakram. Even if it's unbeknownst to me, that's what you're doing. Even if it's unintentional, that's what you're doing. So when you say, even with Spence, like, I think that Spence wasn't 100%. But I'm not saying that to take anything away from Bud. Bud won that hands down. I don't think there's anything that Errol Spence could have done to beat Bud. You know what I'm saying? That's how devastating. That's how badly he beat him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to take away any credit from him. But there are things that, you know, that you have to acknowledge as well, unless you're just being dishonest. You know, Errol Spence did have some was diminished from the accident. Errol Spence probably wasn't comfortable at 147 anymore, but hey, it is what it is, bro. Terrence Crawford did his thing, because I don't think there's anybody else that could have whooped Errol Spence in the manner in which Terrence Crawford did. And Bakram, the way he whooped Tim Tszyu, nobody expected that. I've never seen anybody whoop Tim Tszyu like that. And if you would have told me Terrence Crawford or Jermell Charlo would have did Tim Tszyu like that, I would not have believed you. So I got to give that man that credit, man. Tim Tszyu was a beast. He's still a beast. I think he could bounce back. But Bakram, he did that. Shout out to my boy Oscar in the building, man. Dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter.
These biscuits and
My boy said he can't hop on later. What? I was hoping to pull you up. Okay, so let me answer your question. If you got to go, you said you're busy. You're busy right now. Okay, so you said, what do I didn't know you had to leave. Okay, my bad. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, so you asked me. Let me scroll up. You said, so what did you say? I lost it, bro. You said, hey, Doc, why are people saying CC leaving is costing the WNBA? They're saying it's costing the WNBA because shout out to CC and Angel Reese, and not just Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark has had the biggest impact on the WNBA, of course, but also it's the rookie class, too. I got to give Cameron Brink some love. Got to give Rakia Jackson some love, and the other rookies, Carmilla Cardoso, but especially Angel Reese. You know, you got to give her some love, because that rivalry there between them is what's boosted up the WNBA and the numbers, you know, the whole rookie class. But Caitlin Clark is definitely made the most significant boost. And they're saying that because she's not in the playoffs right now. But I think that she has added to the WNBA, and there are going to be people that watch the WNBA just for Caitlin Clark. I mean, obviously it's not a new league, right? So if you see a boost in the ratings and a boost in the viewership, is because a lot of people are only watching for Caitlin Clark, and they only will watch for Caitlin Clark. You know what I'm saying? It's just funny. Like, people will say, oh, if she's driving the league, yeah, of course. But that's what happened to the NBA too, right? With Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, they divided the country too. Their rivalries from college, just like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, you know, and they came in the WNBA when it wasn't doing too hot, and now they boosted it up. Same with Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, they boosted it up when the NBA wasn't doing so hot. It's just that I think that Angel Reese is probably treated more of a villain than Magic Johnson was, or you know what I'm saying. I think it was more divided with Larry and Magic than it is with Caitlin. I think it's more dominantly people like Caitlin more than they like Angel Reese. But she's just not in the playoffs right now. That's what they're talking about. And I think I think that's an okay point. But I mean, if you don't like basketball, you don't like basketball. Some people like things for the wrong reason. It's like Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, right? A lot of people don't even believe that Ryan Garcia had steroids in the system. And a lot of those people, excuse my French, but they own dick. They dick suckers. I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. There's nothing to refute about that. There's nothing to debate about that. It was proven he was on PEDs. It was in the systems. They went through the test. If you weren't gangbanging and against the other tests, if you weren't skeptical about the other tests when it came to other people, then that lets me know that you just a Ryan Garcia dick sucker. I'm gonna tell you that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Or an ass blower, one of the two. So same with Caitlin Clark. Like, you cannot confuse people who actually like the WNBA and want to see, even if you're introduced by Caitlin Clark, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not shitting on that. But as you're watching, then you would see other basketball players like Asia Wilson, like Breonna Stewart. Even if you are, let's say that you were just watching it because she's a white girl, you like white girls hooping. Well, she's not the only white girl, right? Breonna Stewart been there, Diana Taurasi been there, Rebecca Lobo was there, Ella Deladova was there, so like Sue Bird was there, so Kelsey Plum's there now, so it's not like she's even the only white girl that's hooping. You know what I'm saying? Sabrina Ionescu, Ionescu. So I just think that sometimes people get tunnel vision, and that's okay, but then they try to act like that's not the case. No, you just like Caitlin Clark, and her fans are just as ridiculous as Ryan Garcia's fans, is just as ridiculous as Nia Inouye's fans, are just as ridiculous as, you know what I'm saying, anybody who has such a ridiculous fandom that they think that the person could do anything, can't do anything wrong, you know what I'm saying, and they're infallible. Nobody's infallible. So I don't think that I think it's going to cost the WNBA. Yeah, it's like when LeBron's not in the NBA Finals, right? Then the viewership goes down because a lot of people watch for LeBron, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, if you have a favorite person. So I think, but I don't think it's anything more than that. I think anybody else saying that stuff, they're just ridiculous. That's the point that I'm making. It's like when she wasn't on the Team USA, they're like, oh, Team USA is gonna lose. Well, last time I checked, Team USA was undefeated and they had 2 or 3 gold medals in a row. So they weren't losing before. Why would they lose now that she's not on there? Because you're just aware of WNBA. You see what I'm saying? Or the female basketball players. So people just overreach and they try to, you know, they get on, they like one thing and they think that one thing that they like is the end all be all. Yeah, Lynx getting busy right now, man. Sabrina Ionescu, what, she's 0 for 6. I'm looking at it right now, 0 for 6, 0 for 3 for 3-point land. Breonna Stewart's 1 for 5. So yeah, man, the Lynx doing their thing. Hey, Mike, bro, you know I picked the Liberty to win back in mid-season, but man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think the Liberty's still gonna win, but my heart's with the Lynx, bro. My heart's with Minnesota Lynx. I ain't gonna lie. I'm pulling for the Lynx, bro. But this would be nice for New York to get their first title. But yeah, so I think that yeah, so that's my answer to that question, Oscar. Appreciate you, man. Hopefully you be able to join back. He said, how do you know if a mummy is sick? He can't stop shut up, Cito. Bakram looked like Karen on steroids, man. He did a number on Tim. That's crazy. Karen Chukadzian? Man, if Karen could look like Bakram, that fight with him and Boots, that rematch will be interesting. But yeah, he definitely did a number on Tim. My boy Kent in the building. What's good, brethren? They're up by 12 right now, bro. They smacking them. Alana Smith, you know, a lot of people are on her head top. Imagine, hey, if Alana Smith was on point, you know, if she wasn't hurt with her back, she might have been good, bro. They might have won last game because remember she was missing a couple layups, but because she's injured, you know. But you know, but you wouldn't know that unless you watch the WNBA for real. A lot of people will be saying crazy stuff. It's like, anyway, I don't know. Yeah, it's a long game. It's a long game. Facts. It's a long game, Mike. My boy Mike in the building, man. Shout out to Mike. But yeah, I think that my heart's with the Lynx, man. But I just have a feeling it's gonna be Liberty's game to lose. But we'll see. Look at Ellie. Hey, she icy. Look at shout out to Karma. But yeah, I think that yeah, that's what I think about that. And I lost my train of thought, Oscar. Thank you. No, I remember what I was saying. So yeah, with Bakram, right? I think that Bakram that the 154 division is in a good spot. It has a lot of depth. Oh, Caleb McBride just missed that. Caleb McBride been water. She been automatic lately. Sabrina Ionescu coming down. But I think that with Tim Tszyu, I don't think it's over for him. Like, I think it's over if you like to just get rid of boxers like that and fighters, which I don't think you should. And, you know, we all guilty of it a little bit, but especially in America, you know, our boxing fandom isn't that deep. Unfortunately, I think that, but I do think that, you know, him being Australian is going to help him out a bit. And not only that, but him being in a deep division, man. 154 is so hot right now that all it takes is one win for him to be, I'll say 2 wins. It depends on, well, it could be 1 win, right? It depends on who that 1 win is. But 2 wins, you're right back in the mix. Like, if Tim Tszyu comes back and fights Erickson Lubin and Jesus Ramos, he right back in there. If he comes back and beats Virgil Ortiz like he was, he was originally supposed to fight Virgil Ortiz before he had to pull out because his cut wasn't fully healed, right? If he beats Virgil Ortiz, he's right back in the mix. That's just 1 win. You know, I think that'll put it right back in the mix. If he beats, like, let's say Boachuk and he already beat Brian Mendoza. Let's say he beats a Boachuk and he beats a Charles Conwell. He's right back in the mix. Let's say he beats Jermell Charlo. He's right back in the mix. You know what I'm saying? So there's just, it's so deep. That's the benefit of being in a deep division. Yes, it's hard and it's difficult. There's going to be a lot of back and forth, you know, but that parity is what makes it so like, dang, he might have lost to Bakram, but hey, he just came back and beat Israel Madrimov. And what if Israel Madrimov beats Bakram, you know? So there's going to be a lot of mixing up right there. So I think that Tim Tszyu is not done. But the reason I think that he could be done is because his confidence, you know what I'm saying? Back-to-back losses, granted, the first loss is considered not his fault, right? With the hellacious cut for the inadvertent elbow that he suffered. That wasn't no malicious intent from Sebastian Fedora, but it was still an elbow that a lot of us think cost him the fight. We don't know how it would have went, but he was winning those first 2 rounds. Caleb McBride with a nice scoop layup. He was winning those first 2 rounds, and it went downhill after that cut. But you never know. Sebastian Fedora could have came back. But anyway, he did win. He did enough to win. Shout out to him. But we blame that on the cut, right? The consensus that he would have won if it wasn't for that cut. But now there was no excuse like that. I'm not saying he made an excuse. There was no reason for him to lose besides Bakram was just an unbelievably better fighter. You know, he was sensational. That performance was phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Nothing short of phenomenal. And, you know, he got brutalized. So how was he going to bounce back from there? You know, we obviously saw that he had quote unquote PTSD, like everybody's saying, when he checked his head when they had a head clash. So he still he still has memories of that, right, in his head. But now he's going to have memories of getting his block rocked, you know. So, man, I don't know, man. We'll see how he bounces back. Same thing for Errol Spence. Like, you know, he not only did he suffer his first loss, but he's coming off a sabbatical, a long hiatus, and it was his first time being dropped. It was his first time being stopped. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's interesting to see how he bounces back. Plus, not to mention his precondition, you know, of having injuries that he sustained from a car accident. So, it's always interesting to see how he bounces back. There's no guarantee you can bounce back. But I think Tim Tszyu can. I think Tim Tszyu can, as long as it's up to him, right? It's up to him how he stays dedicated. But like he said, man, he said he don't know what he got. He said, what the heck I get hit with? You know? I'm sorry, God forgive me for laughing, bro. But he said, what the fuck happened? He said, I don't know if y'all ever see, rest in peace, my boy Bernie Mac at the bottom of right-hand corner of your screen, man. Rest in peace, my boy Bernie, man. I don't know if you ever seen Soul Man. And then you know the scene at the beginning where he goes up to Samuel L. Jackson's character's apartment, and then Samuel L. Jackson walks in on Bernie Mac's character in his apartment, and he turns around and he clocks him and knocks him out, and then he wakes up. He said, "What the fuck happened, man?" And he said, Samuel L. Jackson said, "I don't know." He said, "I walked in, and I found you laying like that." He said, "Bullshit." He said, "You looked me in my face and knocked me the fuck out." That joke's so funny, bro. That was one of my favorite movies, man. Soul Man. If you haven't seen it, you're welcome. Go check it out. You're welcome. But anyway, that's what Tim Tszyu reminded me of when he said, what the fuck happened, man? He don't know what he got hit with. He said, what the fuck happened, man? Bakram Murtazaliev happened, man. And, oh, man, we got Jonquel Jones on the line just hitting the first free throw. So, yeah, it's, I don't know how, you know, Bakram has power, but do you think he has more one-shot power than Jermell Charlo? I don't know, you know. So my point is that what if now he's thinking somebody else could do that to me, you know? And a lot of people were considering Tim Tszyu as like the boogeyman of the division. Like not boogeyman, but a lot of people were saying, right? Oh Lord. A lot of people were saying what? They're saying that Jermell Charlo was avoiding Tim Tszyu. You know, people saying that Terrence Crawford don't want to fight Tim Tszyu. You know, or he was saying that Errol Spence, where's he been at? You know, that's what Tim Tszyu was saying. So when you think of a lot of guys and how they hold Tim Tszyu as like a serious opponent and a dangerous fighter, it's like now he doesn't have that aura of, I don't want to say invincibility, but he doesn't have that aura of being a monster anymore, right? That's definitely gone. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough, man. I don't know if he can ever get that back. You know, yeah, I don't know if he can ever get that back, but he could definitely bounce back and be in contention and be considered a serious contender. But can he ever get that aura of monster back? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so because but it don't matter what we think, you know. It could happen. Look at Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois, granted he was younger. I mean, Tim Tszyu not old by any means. I think Tim Tszyu 29. He's still in his 20s. He's 29, and Daniel Dubois was 27. But Dubois went through this same thing, but he was younger. You know, so that's all. But he still went through the same thing, and look where he's at now. He's the IBF champion right now. A lot of people have him as their favorite, right? They have him as a favorite for Anthony Joshua rematch. They want to see him versus Tyson Fury, or the winner of Usyk and Tyson Fury. A lot of people like him in the rematch against Usyk. So like he's considered like one of the top 3 in the heavyweight division. You know, and he has 2 losses or 3 losses. He lost to. Hold on. He lost to Usyk. He has 2 losses. And Joe Joyce, right? Usyk and Joe Joyce. I could have sworn he had 3 losses, though. Joe Joyce with his eye. Usyk. I could have sworn he lost to somebody else. Am I tripping, chat? I feel like he lost to somebody else. Usyk, Joe Joyce. Maybe it's just those 2. I only think of Usyk right now. And Joe Joyce. Yeah, it is only 2. Okay, I'm tripping. Yeah. So he has 2 losses, right? He lost to Usyk and Joe Joyce. And now, you know, does anybody think he'll lose to Joe Joyce? Hell no. Joe Joyce better stay clear from Daniel Dubois. And Usyk, you know, that was a controversial one. People were calling Dubois a quitter. They called him a quitter because his eye was swollen shut against Joe Joyce. Like, you know, it's so funny. People wouldn't bust a grape at a food fight, calling somebody a quitter because they literally can't see. And the doctor diagnosed his eye, saying that if he would have took one or 2 more shots, he probably would never be able to see the same again. But they call him a quitter because of that. You know, these people have no experience. The closest thing they come to a fight is banging their fingertips on the keyboard on Twitter. But they call somebody a quitter because his eye's swollen shut from somebody punching on it. You know. But anyway, and then they also called him they said he gave up against Usyk, which I do think if you watch that fight, you can see he was visibly and emotionally, deflated. You know what I'm saying? Emotionally and mentally checked out after that drop. That body shot from Usyk was declared by the referee to be a low blow. So that wasn't a good look. It seemed like he was kind of weak from that standpoint. But at the same time, he's a young fighter, and that is deflating. You know what I'm saying? So not giving him an excuse, but look where he's at now. You know, he bounced back. Look where he's at now. I mean, even Joseph Parker, he's another heavyweight, right? Joseph Parker, he lost to Anthony Joshua, Dylan White, and Joe Joyce again. And Joe Joyce by stoppage. Hey, Joe Joyce giving him hell, ain't it? But Joe Joyce, right? And now look at him, right? He just beat Deontay Wilder, and he just beat Zhang, right? And he's an interim champion right now, so he's considered one of the top guys at heavyweight. So you can always bounce back, man. There are some stories of people bouncing back. Look at Lomachenko, right? He lost his 2nd fight ever against Orlando Salido that they tried to make us forget. But you know, he bounced back, and he's still considered a Hall of Famer at 18-3. You know, so so you know, Tim Tszyu, you know, he's not Ukrainian, but he's Australian. Hell, that's close enough. As far as not being American and being able to bounce back from losses, so he should be all right, man. As long as I'm interested to see how he bounces back, and you know, maybe have an easy. I'm interested to see the route that he goes, right? Because some people also say it was arrogant for him to come back and fight Bakram Murtazaliev because it was a high risk, low reward. But I mean, the reward was there. The reward was there. He was a title holder, but now he lost to somebody that was relatively unknown. It doesn't look good. Like if you lose to Jermell Charlo or you lose to Terrence Crawford, if you even lost to Israel Badgerball or Virgil Ortiz, it would have looked better than losing to Bakram, even though Bakram is a champion. But you know, but at the same time, he would have had a belt. But now I think people are being, and this is what I don't like, because people are saying, oh yeah, man, why would you take this fight after coming off of Sebastian Fedora? This is indicative of you being arrogant. Well, if you weren't saying that he was arrogant for taking the fight before, you loved the fight. Now that he lost, now he's arrogant. Like, come on, man. Like, I thought we were applauding fighters for taking the tough fights. So I just feel like people be piling on, whether you like Tim Tszyu or not. I think he's okay. You know, I still think he's a top guy at 154. Obviously not as high as I had him before, but I still think he's a guy that could bounce back. And I don't have anything against him personally. It's not like, you know, it's so funny that people won't like. It's funny people won't like Tim Tszyu for saying that he's better than a fighter, being dismissive of a fighter's skills, and they won't like Terrence Crawford because he calls out Canelo. But then they're cool with Teofimo, and he said he's calling black fighters racial epithets, you know, and slurs and stuff like that. Or Ryan Garcia, they're cool with Ryan Garcia saying the N-word and F all Muslims, you know, but they don't like a boxer being dismissive of another boxer's talents. It's crazy, bruh. It's, as long as you target the right community when you show a disdain or you're being condescending, as long as it's towards a particular community, it's okay. You get interviewed by goofballs of the same community and they'll laugh with you. Donkeys. He right, they are animals, but he called them the wrong animals. They're fucking donkeys. Bunch of jackasses, bro. If you don't love yourself, who will? So, but yeah, man, I just think it's very, I don't know, it's funny. And then same thing with Tim Tszyu, right? Like, even with the arrogant thing, like people say he's arrogant because he has a personality, you know, and but then if you're quiet, right, like a Bakram, like a Beterbiev, then people will come out and say, oh, you're not marketable, you're not promotable, you know, because you don't have a personality, you're lacking charisma. Then when you show charisma and you show some bravado, you show some personality, then people will call you arrogant. It's like, that's why you just gotta be happy with yourself. Whatever you do, whether you are quiet, then be cool like that. And that's how if you're cool. If you are talkative, then be talkative. You know what I'm saying? And that makes you happy. Be happy, because people are going to judge you regardless. No matter what you do, man. No matter what you do, who you beat, who you lose to. So I don't think Tim Tszyu should be thrown away, but I also don't think any fighter should be thrown away after a loss or after 2 losses. Now, if he loses again, then he can't lose no more. He can't lose no more unless he's in an undisputed fight, you know. He can't lose no more, but yeah, 2 losses, you know. Bakram Murtazaliev, he's an undefeated champion. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Just like I don't think there's anything wrong with Terrence Crawford struggling going up to 154 for his first time in his debut at a new weight class, struggling against a undefeated champion, Israel Madrimov. You know, so yeah, I don't. But that's just my perspective, man. I think a lot of people throw away fighters because they don't know. They don't know what it takes to work for something, man, and they don't believe in being able to bounce back. And people like to ride hype trains. We don't do that over here, man. We give people their credit, man. And a lot of fighters deserve their credit. And Bakram definitely deserves his credit, man. I think Bakram, man, I would like to see Bakram versus I would like to see Bakram. I think Bakram versus Fedora is a good fight. I think Bakram versus Bud's a good fight too. I think a lot of people think Bud will win. I mean, Bakram will win. I think I would lean towards Bud. I mean, now it's, you know, I just saw what Bakram did to Tim Tszyu, right? So that's fresh in my mind. But like I said, whenever Bud's in the fight, Inoue's in the fight, Usyk's in the fight, and if guys that's relatively the same size or in the same division, I got to give them the benefit of the doubt, right? Because I think greatness will always prevail. Now, that don't mean that Bakram doesn't have a chance. I think it's a good fight, but I would lean towards Bud. And I think that Bud wouldn't get hit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Bud, good grades don't take other guys lightly. You know, I don't think he would take them lightly. And I think that, you know, it's so funny to me that people will say, like, oh, Bud hasn't fought anybody besides Spence. But if you look at his resume, right, there's somebody that reminds me of Bakram Murtazaliev, bro. And that's Victor Postal, another undefeated champion at the time that Terrence Crawford fought. A lot of people won't speak on him because they don't know about him, but Victor Postal was tall, like Bakram. He was rangy, like Bakram. European, like Bakram. He has power, like Bakram. You know what I'm saying? And Terrence Crawford handled him very well. Now, he's not Bakram. He's Victor Postal. And, you know, it was a different time period, too, and a different weight division. Doesn't mean just because he was successful against Victor Postal, that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to translate to success against Bakram. But when people say things like, oh, Mika Karakari, PhD. Shout out to Mika, man. Dr. Karakari in the building. I'm assuming it's pronounced Kari Kari, or it could be Kari Kari or Kari Kari. Hell, I don't know. I'm assuming it's Kari Kari though. But shout out to her, man. Let's go on the WNBA joint, getting her voices heard. But letting her voice be heard. But yeah, I think that I think I would lean towards Bud, and I think that Bud would be and should be the favorite. But would I be surprised if Bakram put up a good fight or won? No, you know what I'm saying. It's 154. Terrence Crawford is moving up. You know what I'm saying. He only had one fight at 154. He's fighting much bigger opposition, and you know it's going to be a competitive match. I wouldn't be surprised if Bud lost to anybody at 154, from Israel Madrimov to I would be surprised if he lost to Virgil Ortiz. I think he beats Virgil Ortiz is too. He doesn't have good enough head movement, and he definitely doesn't have good enough footwork. He keeps his head on the center line too much. I think he'll be too predictable for Bud. But if he lost to Jermell Charlo, I wouldn't be shocked. If Jermell Charlo comes out of inactivity, you know, I wish him the best with his mental health. If he lost to Jermell Charlo, I wouldn't be shocked. If he lost to Tim Tszyu, I wouldn't be shocked. If he lost to, I mean, now we'd be shocked because what just happened to Tim Tszyu, but I wouldn't be shocked. If he lost to Sebastian Fedora, I wouldn't be shocked. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do think that he would be the favorite, you know, and he should be. So, man, there's a lot of movement at that weight division. I just think it's exciting. I think it's exciting, man. It's an exciting time for boxing. An exciting time for a lot of weight divisions. 154 in particular, boy, it's good, man. It is good. But yeah, that's all I had in regards to boxing, man. We're gonna talk about this basketball things. We're gonna talk about this basketball things, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. Gonna talk about this basketball team, man. Game 5, the finals, man. Don't forget to hit that like button for your boy. I appreciate it. Game 5 is NBA Finals between WNBA Finals, Women's National Basketball Association. 34-27, man. The Lynx are up by 7 points right now, going into the second half. 7 points. You know, you got Breonna Stewart and Jonquel Jones and Sabrina Ionescu and Lainey Hamilton, Benija Lainey Hamilton. 7 points ain't nothing for a half. But you know, but at the same time, the other side has Caitlin McBride, has Nafisa Collier. You know what I'm saying? Who I think is the third best player in the WNBA. She closing in fast. Closing that gap fast. I think the top two is Breonna Stewart and A'ja Wilson, being number 1 A'ja Wilson and number 2 Breonna Stewart. But you got Nafisa Collier, you got Courtney Williams, you got Caitlin McBride. You know what I'm saying? So hey, that 7-point lead could turn into a 14-point lead real quick. And next thing you know, they went into a double-digit deficit if you're the Liberty. So this game is definitely far from over, man. It could be a tale of two halves, but either way, I'm cool with whoever wins. But my heart is going with Minnesota. I'm not gonna lie. But I ain't gonna lie. I'll be a little disappointed. Not disappointed. I won't be disappointed because I don't care. But part of me would be happy too if the Liberty wins, because that's who I called would win in the middle of the season. But I'll be a little hurt because I don't know. The Lynx got my heart right now, man. They got my heart. The Lynx got my heart right now. Cause they just to me they just the underdogs, man. They are the underdogs. Oh, that was dope. And there's gonna be a lot of shake up to the landscape of WNBA as well, man. Next year, I don't think the Las Vegas Aces will look the same. I'm hoping they can keep Kelsey Plum, but because I like Kelsey Plum and A'ja Wilson, they just seem like they have such a great relationship. And even though I don't really care for Klay Thompson, you know, I never really cared for Klay Thompson like that. It is a little weird seeing Klay Thompson with Dallas and seeing the Splash Brothers broken up. You know what I'm saying? Who would have thought that Steph and Klay would have split before Draymond Green and Steph? You know what I'm saying? So it's just gonna feel a little weird, man. They have such a great relationship. So you like this? Well, at least I do. I can't speak for everybody else. I like to see them keep rocking. But so it's gonna. I think it'll be weird at first to see A'ja Wilson and Kelsey Plum on the same team. And I don't even know if Chelsea Gray is gonna still continue to play either. So the Aces may look significantly different next year. Good Lord willing, we'll see. But yeah, I think that if Connecticut Sun can keep what they have with Alyssa Thomas, DeWanna Bonner, You know, those two are a couple. But also keep Marina Mabry, who they acquired late this season, and of course keep Dejanay Carrington. I think they have a good nucleus and they could contend next year as well. So we'll see how it goes. My boy Illuminati in the building. You said Lynx is an easy dub? I don't know about it being easy. Well, we'll see. I'll be right back, child. Let me go grab I want a snack. Let me go grab some ice cream. I'll run this ad on y'all real quick. Yo, it's your boy Doc again. I know you sitting there like, did this Doc just run his own commercial? Yes. Yes, I did. In the middle of the street, we run our own ads. That's what we do right here. So when you see other boxing channels implement the same idea, I don't mind people biting us. But dang, at least give us some credit. So those of you that are rocking with me, you're already a part of the best boxing channel on YouTube.
That's a fact, ain't it? Ain't it? All right, then.
You already caught up. Those that don't know, the rest of the world, they just got to catch up, baby. You know, and they eventually will, you know, because we bring y'all unfiltered, unbiased, raw, and educated and funny boxing takes, man, with accurate information. Can they all say the same? Of course they can. So let's get right to it, man. Why do you want to become a member of this channel? Because we already told you we're the best, but it does come along with perks, you know what I'm saying? First off, you can join at the Streets Gang prospect level. You know, it's only $2.99. I know times is rough right now, but you can still contribute, you know what I'm saying? And what do you get? You get member shout outs like this. Shout out to my boy Kendrick for being the first Street Gang prospect member, you know what I'm saying? All right, we back. We back. I'm gonna switch to my commercial too. I'm gonna make a new one. Yo, so where my baby CC, the real CC? Kennedy Carter, let you tell it. Let you be where she at, man. She ain't on the team. She on Chicago, fool. Got some Haagen-Dazs ice cream. What you know about it? I wonder if Kennedy Carter gonna be on the Sky next year. I don't know. What are you talking about? I don't know, man. Kennedy Carter may not be on the Sky next year. I don't know. All right, let's get it, man. Back in the second half. Or starting the second half. Yo, who you got though? What do you think about that Bakram fight last night, Illuminati? You think Bakram could unify? Brianna Stewart with the jumper and the nice little bounce. She got the nice roll. And what's crazy is too, not crazy, but it's a long time coming, man. The NBA Finals, WNBA Finals, excuse me, next year, they might be Game 7, man. Might be a 7-game series. Ooh wee. That's dope. Oh Lord. Oh, she hit the floor with it. Was that Lainey Hamilton hit the floor? Oh Lord. No, I couldn't tell. I think that's her. I don't know her number. Dang. Sabrina Ionescu on the floor now too? Hey. Ain't y'all from New York cities? I thought y'all was tough in New York, man. Oh, that was a big screen from the FISA though. That was a big screen. I don't know, man. That look clean to me. That look clean to me, man. I don't know now. I don't know now. That look like a clean pick to me. Ooh. Lainey Hamilton with the jumper? With the midi? Lainey Hamilton with the midi? Yeah, talk to her in the future because I don't know why they called that a foul. That was crazy. That like a good. That looked good to me. Like a good screen to me. think 154, man. I don't know. It's crazy. 154 before this year was just so, it was like a dry division. Now it's literally like the deepest division. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. You see what the refs trying to do, man. You see the refs trying to. The refs got that phone call. Hey, y'all better make this game close. New York got to win this. Cause I don't know why they call that. I agree with you, Mike. I think that was a bad call, bro. Hey, Mike, who's your favorite player, bro? Who's your favorite? Do you have one? Do you have a favorite WNBA player? I don't think I ever asked you that. I don't know who my favorite is. I like Nafisa Collier a lot, but I would say Nneka Ogwumike. Cause she partly because she's Nigerian too. And I have a sister named Nneka. I have a younger sister named Nneka. I like her a lot, but there's a lot of girls. I like Nafisa Collier and Asia Wilson, Kelsey Plum. I like a lot of players, but probably go with Nneka. Arike Ogunbowale, a beast too. You know what I'm talking about? But I might have to go with Nneka Ogwumike is my favorite. I like what's the name too though. Nah, my favorite looking now. Hold on now. My favorite looking is Rakia Jackson and DJ Kearney. Rakia Jackson look. Bro, I didn't realize what she. I mean, I didn't realize it initially. I realized it. Was Swing Cash and Teresa Weatherspoon. I realized it shortly after that she looked just like my ex. Not quite as good though. Ex look a little better. Nice. Oh, Caitlin McBride turned it over, trying to pass to Courtney Williams. Oh, no. Hey, man. Hey, Liberty falling apart, man. I mean, Lynx. The Lynx are falling apart, man. I like DeWanna Bonner, too. Collier? Hey, I'm not mad at that. She definitely deserves that. Oh, hold on now. Lady Hamilton tried to lower that shoulder, ain't it? Yo, Lady Hamilton don't be playing, boy. She play like a bully. Alana Smith play like a bully, boy. I mean, Lady Hamilton. Alana Smith going to the line right now. No, Alana Smith got to lock in, man. Come on, bro. She be missing layups, not you missing free throws. Come on now. I gave you the little out. I know your back hurting, but come on now. You gonna make everybody else back hurt when they got to keep carrying you. Nakia Jackson, right? Yeah. That's a fact. Little young ass. Like, if you see my last girlfriend, she look just like her, bro. That's why I be trying not to look at her. I look just like her, bro. Oh. Fisa Collier just missed that. I like Nafisa College. I mean, I like, what's his name? Nakia Jackson, Dejanay Carrington, and what's her name? Sophie Cunningham too. Nafisa Collier versus Brianna Stewart, former teammates. Ah, good defense by Brianna though. Good defense from Brianna. Jonquel Jones tried to hit the flow, man. Drive. She done lost the ball. Former MVP right there, man. Now we got 35-31, man. 4-point deficit for New York. Ah, Alana Smith. That was a nice shot, though. That was a good look. Nice shot. It's okay. I like that. I like that. I like that shot. Sabrina next. Oh, hold on. I got to see that replay. I got to see that foul, man. I don't know if that was a foul now. They getting that whistle, man. That whistle is definitely out for New York. Tell the rest tuck in that whistle, man. Oh, no. Ionescu's 0 for 9, and she's about to hit one. Oh, that's not good. The worst thing that can happen, Mike, what is it? The worst thing that can happen for a shooter, if you're the other team, is for them to get a first make at the free throw line. Because now they saw the ball go in the basket. Oh, boy, she might get hot. Oh, Lord, she made both of them. Oh, Lord. Oh, she about to get hot, chat. She was 0 for 9 up until that point. Now she got a cheap one at the free throw line. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Ooh. Ooh. Carlton came in. Wet him. Carlton came in. So, hold on. We're going to shut that down. Yo, the defensive adjustment by the Lynx though, they said, "Hey, ooh, good look at Nafisa. Nafisa with the big block. Brianna Stewart returns a favor with a big block right back. Brianna ain't playing. You see that face? You see that face? Brianna's not playing, bro. You saw that face. So, oh, you want to block my teammate? Okay, bet. I'm gonna get that back. Ugh. Ugh. Carrington's nice, yeah. Carrington, yeah. That's a little cutie pie right there. No, McBride ain't do that. She ain't try to do the step back. But yeah, shout out to the Lynx for the defensive adjustment, man. They said, hey, New York, everybody else on New York got to beat us. We're not going to get beat by Breanna Stewart or Sabrina Ionescu. Jonquel Jones. Oh, boy. The way she bossed Dort. What's her name? Dort? Had Dort on the floor and then, told Carlton to get up. Jonquel Jones looking like John Jones out there, boy. Ugh. Yo, chat. And one, chat. 2-point game. 2-point game. Gotta be careful with the rock. Don't get a turnover. Oh, hold on. Game 5, chat. Fifth and final game, man. We're gonna take it, Minnesota or New York? New York or Minnesota? Got the inbound. Oh, no, that was a bad. Oh, no, you can't. Oh, no. That was a bad turnover. Oh, and she. Oh, no. Oh, man. She's selling. No. Tie game. Caitlin McBride, wide open, miss. Jeez, I'm peace. Oh, Lord. New York crowd about to get into it. Oh, boy. New York about to get into it, chat. Where's Spike Lee at? Oh, my goodness. There goes Spike Lee right there. Nice pass to Sabali. Nice finish. New York's up, man. Mike, they took the lead, bro. Getting busy, bro. Busy. Like busy signal. What you know about busy signal? Busy. So busy. What you know about busy signal, the reggae artist, man? Dancehall artist, to be exact. Busy. So busy. Benija Laney Hamilton. That was a nice shirt. They got to slow this momentum down, man. They got to get a timeout. Might need another timeout. Take 2 timeouts, hell. A timeout, a time in, and another timeout. Come on now. I wish I could like show the game right. That'd be dope. I mean, I can, but I get copyrighted. 40-38, man. 3 minutes left in the third quarter, excuse me. Courtney Williams on Sabrina Ionescu. Ooh, nice layup by Courtney Williams. Ooh, she got busy. Bro, Mike, bro. When Zeus said, "What did I get hit by?" I said, "Damn." Boy, at least he honest though, man. I don't know. I can't dislike the young bull, man. I can't dislike him, man. I know some people saying he arrogant and all that stuff, but maybe they're right. You know, I can't. Hey, maybe I'm tripping. I just can't dislike him, man. He ain't make no excuses. He said, "Hey, man, I had a good camp. He's a good camp. I had a good camp." Said he had a good camp. He just ain't know what he got hit by. I do think he underestimated him, though. I do think he underestimated him, man. Because he was walking him down like he was easy money. Courtney Williams with the midi, looking like Rip Hamilton. Oh, Lord, she missed it. Oh, Lord, she missed it. Trying to look like Rip Hamilton with the midi. Ara Sabali, 6 points in 6 minutes. Talk about efficiency. She getting a point a minute. Keep her in the game, you feel me? She getting a point a minute. I feel like Nafisa Kali ain't touched a rock in a minute. There we go. There we go. Good pass. Oh, good play. Now talk about a pick and roll. Oh, boy. Nice pick and roll between Courtney Williams and Nafisa Kali. Get her in the game, man. Okay, they got to call that. Yeah, they got to call that. Who they calling that on? Oh, that's crazy. They just gave the same call for Nafisa Kali. They just gave the call the other way, going for Nafisa Kali when she gave the screen to on Sabrina Ionescu. And then now they gonna call that that's crazy. They gonna call that a blocking foul. But they called an offensive foul the other way. Yo, my boy William in the building. What's good, brethren? Appreciate you joining, man. What's good? Cito says, why did the ghost start his sheets? He wanted to scare people still. I'm sure leap. That sounds crazy. That's a pause.
No diddy.
What's good, William? How you doing, man? You recovered from last night yet, bro? That was crazy, right? Bakram and Tszyu? Oh boy. 1 point game. Oh, Courtney Williams. Oh, she took out the legs. Oh. That was a nice hustle play though. Nafisa Kali almost got her leg broke. Relax. That almost looked like Patrick Beverly and Russell Westbrook. Man, they gotta chill out on them inbound passes, man. They look a little shaky, man. Ooh, Courtney. Oh, hold on, Courtney Williams getting loose. Hold on. Oh, she couldn't hit it though. Big board by Sabali. Ionescu coming down. Ooh, hit it with the stop and pop. Ooh, hold on. Kayla McBride's on Sabrina Ionescu right now. Courtney Williams. Nafisa Kali against Jonquel Jones. Jonquel Jones trying to big body them. I'm telling you, bruh. Jonquel Jones trying to big body everybody down there. She not going, chat. She's not going. That's not even fair though, bro. How you got two former MVPs on the same team, and you got the sniper Ionescu? Come on now. New York up by 3. Tszyu has been a brawler. He ran into someone who hit hard enough to reckon with this time. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think he for him, unfortunately for him, I think he was. Oh. I think he also underestimated Bakram, man. Bakram, bro. Bakram looks sharp. Bakram looks sharp, man. Those left hooks was fire. Those left hooks were fire. Bow. Hit him with them Austrian joints. Them Austrian left hooks. Let me stop. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. But shout out to Tim Tszyu though, man. Like I say, it wasn't a great performance, wasn't his best night. But without Tim Tszyu, and without Bakram, we wouldn't have had a good, surprising night of boxing, man. So shout out to him. Always got to show love to the fighters that step in that ring, man. But he looked bad. That was a demolition. That was a destruction. Our boy Tim Tszyu said, what the fuck? He said, what the fuck I get hit with? The fuck happened? Oh, man. That's too funny, William. Shout out to Tszyu, though, man. He ain't made no excuses. You know, he said he had a good camp. It just, hey. Sometimes hold on. Sabali with the runner. 47-44. 3-point game. 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Nafisa Collier is coming down with the ball. Dumps it off to Kayla McBride. Sabrina Ionescu is playing the defense at the top of the key. Collier got to do something. Ooh. Collier usually hits that. Collier on Brianna Stewart, excuse me. Brianna Stewart hit the floor with the knees. Sabrina Ionescu at the... Oh, if she would have hit that, that's a game over. Tszyu is suing the Russian for battery. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, he better test him, because if he come out of Osterine, Clenbuterol, extra testosterone, anything, I assume too. Hey, you talking about? Oh man. I'm telling you, we hit him with that Osterine left hook, boy. Oh man, shout out to Tim Tszyu, shout out to Bakram Murtazaliev, man. That's too funny, bro. Oh man. So what's the next fight, Chad? What's the next fight, y'all? I don't even know. What's today? The 19th? The 26th is what? Jack Catterall and Regis Prograis, right? That's the next fight, or is there another fight before that? That's the next fight, right? The 26th, I believe. Am I tripping? Look it up. 23rd. I don't know them. Oh, I do know Mayo Yoshida. Those are ladies. I know Mayo Yoshida versus Sharetta Metcalf. That's on Pro Box. Okay, on the 23rd. Yeah, I know Mayo Yoshida. Last time I saw her fight, she fought. Isn't she the one that fought Ebony Bridges? The another Australian lady fighter that don't she got like an OnlyFans or something too, or something like that? If I'm not mistaken, Mayo Yoshida fought Ebony Bridges. I don't know if she fought since then, but I know she fought Ebony Bridges not too long ago. Yeah, I'm a beast. Yeah, she fought Ebony Bridges. I'm looking it up now. Also her last fight was against Ebony Bridges. Okay, that's on Wednesday. I'm checking that out. Then on Thursday we have Manuel Flores and Victor Olivo, and then Friday we have Harlem Eubank versus Nurali Erodigan. I don't know him. Yep, Saturday is Jack Catterall, Regis Prograis. Okay. So we got some good fights coming up this Saturday, good Lord willing. And then the Saturday after that, we got that rematch that shouldn't even happen with the robbery of Oshiki Foster versus Robson Kasesau. Don't forget to like the video. Kawhi Leonard on the commercial. Kawhi Leonard on the Kawhi Leonard out indefinitely, man. I do my boy like that. We on commercial right now, going into the fourth quarter, man. This is the finals. Who's gonna be the WNBA champion? How many years has WNBA been popping? I don't even know. Like 20 years? Hold on. Let me see. How long has the WNBA been in existence? I don't even know. What the? Excuse me. 1996. Okay. Brianna Stewart ain't finna have no voice, boy. This is the time. Leave it all out there. Your voice, your energy, everything, your emotions. Leave it all out on the floor, man. This is it. This is it, man. This is it. You gotta leave it all out there. Your hair follicles, your sweat, everything. Leave everything out there. All right, let's get it, man. Fourth quarter. Excuse me. Oh no, Courtney Williams started off with a turnover. Minnesota's up 44-47. No, Minnesota's down 44-47. Excuse me. Jeez, Bakram punched boy to the down. Punched him down under. He said, "Why do vampires not become investment bankers? They hate stakeholders." I'm asleep. That's a good one. I like that one. Jump ball. Okay, that was a good call. Good call. I ain't mad at that. That was a good call. A whip cooked, a bink bink. Oh, let's go. Nafisha won the tip off. Kayla McBride. Is that Kayla McBride? I think so, yeah. Some big old women, boy. Brianna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, Sabali, Nafisa Collier. Oh, dangerous pass again by Courtney. She got to be careful. And Nafisa Collier got her in the post. Reset in the post. Oh, that's good defense. And one. That was good defense, though. She just fouled her at the end. That was good defense. Collier was getting that post work in. That was good physical defense, though. I don't know her name, but shout out to her. Number 5, that was good defense. That was some good defense, for sure. Inbound to Courtney Williams. Oh no! Who missed that? Was that Carlton? That's tough. Ooh-wee. That's tough. Zeus saying the Russian got Austrian from Scooter also. Right, exactly, William. Everybody got it from everywhere, but no one has accountability these days, right? Blaming poor Scooter, man. Scooter ain't know what was going on. He said, "What? He blamed who? Me? Oh Lord." Oh, nice crossover for Caleb McBride. Caleb McBride with the crossover wet baseline on him. 1 point game. Right, William, it's crazy, but it has some accountability. Just take your suspension like a man, bro. You failed the test, bro. That's it. You know, or appeal it like Alicia Bumgarner did or like Cinnamon did. You know, they appealed it, and it is what it is. They got their sentence reduced. Anyway, it is what it is, though. There's so much good boxing. What fight you looking forward to the most, William? I'm talking about the idiots, man. Idiotic Ryan Garcia, man. That's crazy, bro. I'm not even a big David Haiti fan, but just do right, you know. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Ooh, they smothered Jonquel Jones. Ooh, Jonquel Jones tried to pass out the double team and got picked off by Kayla McBride. Kayla McBride threw a... Oh, okay, why would you do that? Oh, that was a bad pass by Kayla McBride, man. Courtney Williams tried to run it down, but it was just too... Take your time. You ain't even have to throw that. It's gonna be a turnover on Courtney Williams, but that was Kayla McBride's turnover, man. Courtney Williams just tried her best to save it. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm looking forward to. I'm very much looking forward to the Jack Catterall Regis program, man. I want to see what Regis program has. I got Jack Catterall winning. I want to see how what they both have. I want to see how good Jack Catterall is able to look against Regis Prograis. I also want to see what Regis Prograis has left. I want to see what Jack Catterall could do at 140. I believe he could do big things at 140. Oh, her back broken. Oh, no, her back gone. That's Alana Smith too. Oh, her back was already hurt. Oh, she out of there. If that's Alana Smith, her back is gone. Her back was already hurt. Now they messed up a hip. That's a big body too. John Guel Jones falling on your head top. Oh no, that was ooh. Hold on. Yeah, that's Alana Smith. Oh, she hit it with a. What's that called? The wrestling channel? Y'all be watching wrestling? I don't watch wrestling anymore, but when I was a kid, I used to watch it. What was it called? Sidewalk Slam. He sidewalk slammed her. Oh, she cried. Oh, God bless her. Oh no, I know that hurts because her back was already hurt. She just came off a back injury. Now I know she re-aggravated that joint. She got sidewalk slam, bro. Who used to do a sidewalk? Was that Vader? Vader had like the best sidewalk slam or something like that. Looking forward to Fury. Who you got in that one? My boy Kent say he looking forward to Fury versus Usyk too. Me too. Man, I want to go with Fury, but like I said, man, it's hard for me to go against Usyk, Bud, or Inoue. But I'm gonna go with Fury again, like a dummy, despite my my better judgment. But the fight I'm looking forward to this year the most was Beterbiev and Bivol. I think that speaks for the majority of us. But now, towards the end of the year, you got Fury too. Hey, kid, shout out to you, bro. Facts. But man, I'm reluctant to pick him, man. But the fight I'm looking forward to the most is that Rafael Espinosa versus Robeisy Ramirez. Oh my goodness. If it's anything like the first fight, it's gonna be fireworks again. But it could be like a Fabio Ward, the Frazier Clark. That rematch was ended quick, fast, and in a hurry, right? So I don't know, but I'm looking forward to that El Divino versus Robeisy again. That's on December 7th, and we got another rematch. But I don't really think this rematch is too justified, but you have a rematch between Oscar Valdez and Emmanuel Navarrete. Navarrete won that fight handily. It just went to a decision, so I don't know. It was a unanimous decision. It wasn't like it was a close fight, in my opinion. Or to the judges, in the judges' opinion either. It was heavily on Navarrete's side, so I feel like that's the only reason why they're having a rematch of that, because no one got knocked out. Like, I don't think that's justification enough for a rematch, but I'm excited to see it because it was a good fight. Oscar Valdez was on the bad end of it, but hey, he wants to get beat on again. Shit, okay. New York needs to keep the ball. The Seattle said yes. The big white girl can't shoot under pressure. The brunette, I can't remember her name. You talking about on the Lynx? You talking about Alana Smith? Can't shoot under pressure, or I'm not sure. Well, unless you're talking about Caitlin McBride, because Caitlin McBride, I don't know. She got a jumper. She was missing this quarter though. I'm trying to think of who else is a brunette on the. Oh, on New York. Okay, New York needs to keep the ball out of Seattle's hands. That big white girl can't shoot under. Oh, keep it out of her hands. She can't shoot out of her. Oh, okay, my fault. I misunderstood. I got you. You talking about Breonna Stewart? I know you ain't talking about my dog Stewie now. Hold on now. No, you ain't talking about Breonna Stewie. I'm trying to think who else. I can't remember. Be honest with you, the only names I know on New York without seeing it is Vandersloot, Jonquel Jones, Breonna Stewart, Lainey Hamilton, Sabrina Ionescu. Those are the ones I know by name. Yes, sir. Oh, nah, bro. Don't do Stewie. Now, hold on now. Hold on, Will. Breonna Stewart. That's my dog now. Ooh. Jonquel Jones just bowled her. Hold on. She pulled a Shaq move. Don't do Breonna Stewart like that, bro. Hold on now. Put some respect on Breonna Stewart now. She top 2 player in the league, man. Her and Asia Wilson, man. You don't get no better than that. Oh, Carlton just missed that 3. Dang, she just pushed Carlton. Hold on. That could have been an off-ball foul. Hold on now, number 6. Number 5. Sabrina's presence pisses me off. JRN in the building. What's good, brethren? They missed the layup. 49-46, 3-point deficit in New York's favor. Oh, hold on. Oh. Kayla McBride has a ball faced up against Jonquel Jones. Took Jonquel Jones off the dribble. She too slow for her. That's what you got to do, man. When you got the big on you, got to take him off the dribble. Kayla McBride took her right to the cup. Stewart, she misses constantly when the game is on. Okay, that last game though, was it game 3? When she missed that layup, come on, man. It was on like 3 people, bro. Hold on, man. People were going too hard on Breanna Stewart. She did miss that free throw. I can't give her no excuse. She missed that free throw to send it into OT. She did miss that free throw at the end of regulation. But that layup, come on, man. That layup was on like 3 people, bro. But she is a former MVP. She's supposed to, hold it down. But nah, bro. Breanna Stewart a beast, man. What you saying? Who just looked at the camera? Was that Terrence Crawford? That just looked at the camera right there? Chat, am I tripping or was that Terrence Crawford? That looked like Terrence Crawford. But according to UFC, it could have been Kendrick Lamar. Head ass. Sabrina Ionescu, big 3-pointer. She missed it. Whew. There you go. Let's go. 1-point game. She cold. Don't worry, Brianna's. Yeah, I like Brianna, man. I like Nafisa Collier too. That's what I said. To me, in my personal opinion, I think the best 3 players in the league are Asia Wilson, number 1, Breanna Stewart, number 2, and Nafisa Collier, number 3. I really think the biggest, of course, the biggest rivalry right now for popularity is Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. But to me, the biggest rivalry should be and is Asia Wilson and Breanna Stewart. They're both the same position. If you like the dynamic between ethnicities, one's black and one's white, so you have the same thing Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese has, because people love that stuff. They both the same position, one's black, one's white, both former MVPs, both ballers, and they both the same height. They the same exact height. Like that should be the biggest rivalry in the game in WNBA. That's what we should be talking about. But shout out to Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese too. They're ballers as well. Not taking anything away from them, but I think that the if you really like WNBA, I think it's clear that the biggest rivalry individually is Breanna Stewart and Asia Wilson. Yeah, I saw that. That was Terrence Brother Crawford, right? He said, "Bruh, that was the only game she did it." Oh, my boy don't like Stewie, man. I know somebody got fired. How the fuck you get Kendrick Lamar when you see Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. It was funny though. Call him Terrence Lamar. Kendrick Crawford. Wait, what? Sergio Mora says that Tim Tszyu not bouncing back from that loss. Damn. I like Sergio Mora too. Shit, probably Jay's a bunch of missed layups and brick threes, but I'll watch it anyway. That's crazy, bro. Y'all some haters, boy. Y'all some haters, bro. Yeah, shout out to the queens out there, man. Queens on the court, man. One time for the ladies. I don't like her though. I don't like the WNBA commissioner. I like Adam Silver. I like the NBA commissioner, but I don't like Kathy Engelbert, the WNBA commissioner. Nah, she's not locked in. She don't have a lick of humanity in her. I'm not gonna lie. I started watching WNBA because of Reese. I'm an LSU fan, but now I'm watching because Cece, that girl's incredible. Yeah, Cece's a beast. He said I started. Well, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with just getting into it. Shoot, I took a break. I used to watch. I got into WNBA back when Sue Bird was the first WNBA for when she played for Seattle Storm. That was the first WNBA game I attended. I can't remember who they played, but it was definitely Sue Bird at Seattle Storm. And I remember I met Ray Allen. He was at the game. That was back when he played on Seattle Supersonics. But I've always liked WNBA, like women basketball, because my older cousin, a girl cousin, I would go to her games all the time. But I couldn't stay home by myself, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So I was too young. But yeah, I like that. And then my girl in high school, she was also a hooper. In addition to me being a hooper, so I always like girls basketball. But you know, I wasn't always locked in. But you know, shout out to I would always watch the playoffs. And then when CC and you know the resurgence of it, Angel Reese and them, and they definitely brought the popularity up. Can't deny that. CC is a beast. Angel Reese is a beast too with all her double doubles, and she began breaking records as rookies. Man, her and Caitlin Clark and Cameron Brink suffered that injury. She a beast too. Rakia Jackson a beast too. Camila Cardoso, a lot of rookies this year. Rookie class was good this year. Oh, Brianna Stewart with the big block. How you don't like that? Come on, man. Stewie with the big block. Oh, boy. Oh, they're having a defensive collapse. Oh, boy. Oh, no, those bodies. Yo, left hook lazy in the building. Leonie Febick. Oh, that was close. In and out for the three. How you think my Pelicans are going to do this season? I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. Do people really watch WNBA? He said Adam Silver needs his ass beat too. That's crazy. Only watching WNBA because of Doc. That's crazy. Hey, I ain't mad at that. I think Pelicans going to be straight, man. They still kept BI, right? You know, Zion, I think Zion is getting in better shape. You know, he's looking promising. But they just in a tough, like, the West, man. The West is tough, bro. I don't know, man. I'll be honest. I see them making the playoffs. But, you know, the Lakers didn't make any significant moves, really, though. They got the young bull Connect and, of course, Bronny James. But they didn't really make any significant moves. Golden State didn't. I wouldn't say Golden State necessarily got better. They didn't really get. Well, they lost Klay Thompson, but he wasn't really that productive. So, but it's really like the teams that are good. Like I think Minnesota. I'm interested to see them with the Julius Randle edition. Of course, you got the Nuggets, especially with the Russell Westbrook edition. So, I don't think that. Yeah, I think they'll be all right. I can see. I think their peak, in my opinion, now. I think their peak is maybe 6th seed in the West. What do you think? I'm thinking like 6th seed in the West, William. I think that's their peak. Because you got Denver. You got Minnesota. You know, you see what Memphis is going to do with Ja Morant staying out of trouble. Knucklehead. You know what I'm saying? Dallas, you know, you got to say they got stronger, right? With Klay Thompson. They don't have to depend on him. But now they got another shooter to complement Luka and Kyrie. Sacramento picked up DeMar DeRozan, right? So you got to assume that they got better. So yeah, I would say like six seed is probably their peak. What you think, bro? He said, we'll have to start watching the WNBA next season. I have no clue who are the major players besides fine ass Angels. Yeah, man, bro. I used to make WNBA videos, man, but then I found out, and we have the same thing in boxing too, right? Like, when I was making the WNBA videos, the ones that got the most views and got the consistently high views was the ones that talk about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. And I just, like, to me, I don't like doing. I mean, you see how I do boxing, right? I'm not always talking about Gervonta Tank. I like Gervonta and Canelo are two of my favorite fighters. I'm not constantly making videos about Canelo and Gervonta. Like, I like boxing. I like the sport. So I'm going to make a video about John Rio Casimiro. Then I'm going to make a video about Bakram Murtazaliev. Then I'll make a video about Tyson Fury, Usyk, and Inoue and Crawford and Gervonta and Canelo. But I find that boring. Ionescu just hit a 3. It might be over with, chat. Ionescu came on. She's about to come alive. Oh Lord, she hit a deep 3 too. So with the WNBA, it's like I felt like when I talked about Nafisha Collier or Breonna Stewart or even Asia Wilson, Kelsey Plum or Chelsea Gray or DeWanna Bonner, Naka Gumake or Skylar Diggins, they didn't really do that well. But every Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese video did good. And I was like, bro, I don't want to just talk about those two. I'm sorry. So that's why I kind of stopped. But I didn't stop watching. I just stopped making videos about it. Not again. Oh, if she would have hit that, would have been. Oh, they got the rebound. Oh Lord. I know Mike going crazy right now. 54-56. Carlton with the defense on Ionescu. Ionescu with the Michael Jordan push off. Oh my gosh, hitting the cutting Breonna Stewart for the nice layup. Oh boy. 4-point game. 2 minutes left. Mavs, Lakers, Pelicans, and Nets ain't going anywhere. This that's crazy. Ooh. Wait, what happened? What they call it? It was a dead ball. That was a nice. I ain't gonna lie. That was a nice pass from Ionescu and a nice cut by Breonna Stewart. That was a nice pass and cut. I ain't gonna lie. That was a nice backdoor cut. I think you know they still got Bi. You know they got Brandon Ingram. They got who else? What's my boy from Portland that came from Portland? Dang, what's my boy name? He used to play with Damian Lillard in Portland, bro. CJ McCollum. You know they got Zion Williamson. Got Zion out there, you know. They got somebody else too. I just can't think of him right now. They should be straight, man. The Knickerbockers and the Wolves are promising. Yeah, but when they're making that swap, right, with Karl Anthony Towns going to New York, I was surprised, but I think that's a good. I think it should be decent because because Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns, the twin towers they had down there, trying to be like David Robinson and Tim Duncan. It's a different game right now, and Karl Anthony Towns, I think I don't know. That's the reason why I'm curious and intrigued is because I think Karl Anthony Towns probably has a better long range shot than Julius Randle, but Julius Randle doesn't have to be in the paint as much, if that makes sense. Nafisha Collier with the big post moves. You see Nafisha. You see Nafisha out there getting busy. You see her getting busy, William. Come on now. Come on, Will. You see her out there getting busy? Come on, man. Now, of course, if you watching, I'm not saying that everybody got like WNBA. I just like it. I understand it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's like some people watch boxing for knockouts. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. But to me, it's called boxing, not knockout king. So I like knockouts, but it's a bonus. Like I like boxing. I don't have to see knockouts to be excited. But some people, what would be like what's comparable to knockouts in basketball would be slam dunks and alley oops and crossovers and stuff like that. You won't see that in the WNBA. You know, you'll see the occasional dunk, but no high flying alley oops. But if some people watch the NBA to see dunks, that's cool. That's on you. But you ain't gonna kill my joy. I like it, man. The Pelicans finally addressed the need of a real center. I like the guy they picked up. That's true, yeah. But they still got Valanciunas too, though, right? I think they still kept they still got Jonas Valanciunas, right? Or did they lose him? You said an easy 3? Come on, bruh. How you gonna call it an easy? Ain't no 3 easy, will you? Come on, bruh. You harsh. You too harsh, bro. 3, that's the most difficult shot. Celtics #1. Hey, I'm not mad at that. This year, going into the NBA, I don't know who I got. If I had to pick an early winner, because you know my team's, I'm from Florida, man. My team's Miami. I like Miami Heat. But if I had to pick a winner who I think early, it's hard to go against the Nuggets, man. Minnesota, yeah, but I got to see what they look like. I'm pulling for the Bucks though. I like Dame and Giannis, man. But Jonquel Jones. But I wouldn't be mad at the Bucks or the Nuggets because I like Westbrook. I want Westbrook to get a ring. You're not certain okay, but I have to look into that. If they kept Jonas. I like Jonas Valanciunas too though. But I just don't know. They just need some pieces, that's all. She can't hold Collier, bro. She can't hold her. Mike, she can't hold Collier, bro. She can't hold her, bro. She can't hold her, bro. Ionescu coming down. Yo, bro, watch her, man. She feeling it right now. Courtney Williams. Ooh, Courtney Williams getting bullied. Uh-oh. There go the matchup right there. Collier versus Stewart. Stewart passes out to who that? Jonquel Jones? Jonquel Jones. Jonquel Jones playing bully ball down there, bro. Every time she get the ball, she pushes somebody over, bro. Jonquel Jones out there saying, I'm not going. I'm taking you to New York. Take you to the boroughs. Jonquel Jones try to bully everybody, boy. She a beast, though. And she can shoot, too. She's a stretch, too. Pelinka's old ass snoring for the whole damn offseason. Rob Pelinka ass. What they call? Foul on Nafisa. 38 seconds left, man. New York's down by 2. We ain't worried about Clank Thompson. That's crazy. Brick Angelo, that's crazy. Like I said, Jokic or Embiid. Oh, I forgot about Embiid in Philly, bro. I forgot they got Paul George, ain't it? I forgot they picked up Paul George. That's a good pickup. But Joel Embiid said that he's not playing back-to-back this year. I don't blame him. He's been injured a lot. So he's when he's healthy, he's a beast, right? So oh, William about to go crazy. William about to go crazy now. William about to go crazy on me, bro. He about to go crazy. Breonna Stewart, Mr. Free. William about to go crazy on me, bro. Up there you go in the chat. Bruce Stewart missed both her foul shots. The girl kitchen. I knew it. I knew it, bro. Right on schedule, man. Right on schedule, man. I knew you was about to go crazy. She definitely missed both of them. She definitely missed both of them. Come on, Brianna. You gotta just dust it off your shoulders now. Dust it off your shoulders. And she said she tired, man. She just won a gold medal, man. She tired, bro. She tired, bro. Oh man. Oh, Brianna making me look bad right now. Buddy got injured in the preseason. He out already. I'm telling you, bro. Look at Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard out of there too. He out indefinitely. It's crazy. Talk about he want to play for the Olympics. I wasn't mad at that though. But yeah, if you hurt though. Ionescu with the corner 3. Oh boy, she would have hit that. That'd have been deflating. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. It's crazy. I picked New York Liberty to win the finals mid-season, but now I'm going for the Lynx because I don't know why. I just want the Lynx to win, bro. My mind is with New York, but my heart with the Lynx. I just feel like it's a better story. And oh, that wasn't a foul? Breonna Stewart bleeding. Come on, William. She out there bleeding, bro. She blood, sweat, and tears, bro. Breonna Stewart out there bleeding, bro. You know what I'm saying? She bleed for the game, man. Put some respect on Stewie, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That looked like a foul, Mike. That looked like a foul, man. They like that they might have got away with one. I don't know how they ain't called. That looked like that was a foul on the Fisa Collie. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I called it right down the middle, but that looked like a foul. I want to see the replay. They ain't gonna show the replay though, because they don't want to show the missed call. That looked like a foul, bro. Five seconds. Just do not let them shoot a 3. You got to be on Ionescu like white on rice. You cannot. Jonquel Jones too. She'll hit a 3 on your ass. We'll see how it goes, man. We might get to go to OT chat. We might go to OT chat. What game went to OT? Was it game 3 went to OT? I think it was game 3. We might have OT chat. On and poppin'. On and poppin'. Down 2, man. Stewart got it. There's a foul. Here we go. Here we go, William. Here we go, William. Here we go, William. My boy Will. Here we go. I don't think that was a foul. I mean, how you going? If that wasn't, I mean, hell. If the one on the FISA wasn't a foul, that was like a foul to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I ain't no referee. You feel me? What do I know? I ain't no ref. Yeah, they're challenging it. We'll see. We shall see, cousin. Definitely a missed call. Facts. They went to OT because one time, bro. One time, bro. What about all the shots she made, though, bro? Come on now. Don't be one of them. Come on, Brianna. She 1 for 4. She's 87% this series, but she's 1 for 4 tonight. She gets 2, bruh. She gets 2, bruh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Come on, Brianna. I'm going for the Lynx, but I want Brianna to hit these free throws, man. You know, because that would suck if she misses them for her. Let's go. Let's go. He said, bro, she shoots 87% for the free throw. She's just shooting bad right now, bro. You wildin', bro. Got Spike Lee on the floor. Dang. Let's go, Brianna. All right, let's get it, man. 5 seconds left. What can they do? What we gonna do with it, Mike? Series tied 2-2 now. You gotta give it to Nafisa. You gotta live and die by Nafisa Collier, man. Give it to Nafisa. Let her work her magic, and whatever she decides, you just ride with it. And she gives it up or she takes it. Caitlin McBride, that's game. Oh! Bro, why did she try to? She didn't realize how much time that she could have caught it, reset, and maybe got another shot, but she tried to tip it off after the rebound. Caitlin McBride don't miss, bruh. Hey, that was a good shot though. That was a good shot. I'm not mad. That was a good shot. That was a good shot, man. I'm not mad at that. That was a good shot. I thought it was going, but Caitlin McBride don't miss. She don't miss, chat. I ain't gonna hold you. Why didn't they use the reset? I don't know, Jermaine. Yeah, right there. I don't know why. Who was that tried to tip it? I think that was Alana Smith. Yep, Alana. No, that was Carlton. Hey man, sometimes time, man. If y'all play sports, man, you know sometimes a lot going on, man. That's why when you mentally, hey, it's tough. It's tough to be mentally aware all the time. Got to keep a lot of composure. Have to have a lot of composure. It's tough. They just showed the plays right while Will don't like it right now. Sabrina Ionescu, look at that three. You pulling for New York? I'm going for I'm going for Minnesota. But like I said, I picked New York to win the championship mid-season. But for some reason, I find myself like my heart going with Minnesota for some reason. But I picked New York to win the championship this year mid-season. When Connecticut Sun was #1, like first half, and then New York came back and they took the #1 seed and didn't look back. And I was like, oh yeah, they got it. OT it is. Damn. I need that. This game be full of crap, dog. Like, whatever, bro. Alright, that was up. Yeah, of course. Stupid ass fucking game, bro. What do the Fever need to do better? The Fever aren't bad, man. I just think, like people just think because Caitlin Clark is good that everybody that she the best, or their team is gonna be the best. Like, the Fever did good this year. They made it to the playoffs and they lost to Connecticut Sun. Connecticut Sun has Alyssa Thomas, Dewana Bonner. You know what I'm saying? Alyssa Thomas, Dewana Bonner, Dejanay Carrington, Marina Mabry. So it's Connecticut Sun. Ain't no shame in losing to them. It's just people are ridiculous, People. I thought Indiana Fever did good. I don't think Aaliyah Boston, who's their big down there, she's good. Kelsey Mitchell. I think they're gonna lose Kelsey Mitchell though. Oh boy, right out the gate at overtime they hit a 3. Kelsey Mitchell's good, but I think they're gonna lose her. And then Caitlin Clark and me personally, maybe if they had like I said, I don't know. They're just young players. Aaliyah Boston's her second year, right? Caitlin Clark's her first year. I think if they could keep Kelsey Mitchell, that'd be a plus, but I don't know if they will. I would say maybe they could use another big, maybe. I don't know. But I don't think that. I think they're in a good position. If they could acquire like another big, maybe. But I don't know. Courtney Williams missed that. You think ass screens are not working. You are not AD clown. What the fuck is she doing? #1 versus #2. Yeah, this is number one seed, #2 seed. Facts. Game 5. But this is great, bro. #1 seed versus #2 seed for the championship. Game 5 in overtime. Like, this is the final game. Final game of the finals. 1 and 2 seed overtime. Oh man, Minnesota, bro. They just gotta slow it down. Paige and Juju gonna mess with the league if they join the Sparks. Paige Bueckers and Juju Watkins. I don't know. I think they're good though, yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean that'd be nice if they were able to join Rakia Jackson and Cameron Brink and I can't remember the tall Asian girl. I can't remember her name. Lee Zhu or something. Pretty good, but I gotta see. I think Juju Watkins is gonna be good. Paige Bueckers maybe. I don't know. Bro, that's a bad pass. What is Kayla McBride doing? That's a terrible pass. That's it, bro. That's a terrible pass, bro. I see, and this is when experience comes in right now. Yeah. I don't watch college too much though, so you probably know more than me about that, Jermaine. I don't really watch college sports, male or female, basketball, football, or otherwise. I like pros. I don't really care for college, but I watch like the championship games and the big games in college. But I've seen Paige Bueckers play, of course, for UConn and stuff. I don't know how well her game is going to translate to the WNBA. I don't know. She probably, I think she'll be decent, but I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Sisters don't look nothing alike. Out there in Nola. Nowlands. I gotta get out there. I'm trying to think. Last time I've been to Louisiana, I don't even remember. I went there for Mardi Gras a long time ago. And I went there to visit my homegirl. That was a long time ago again. 5-point game, 3 minutes left. OT. Courtney Williams coming up the court, getting smothered by, ooh, back court. Ooh, she lucky they didn't get, hey, that was good defense. They could have called that back court. They let her slide with that one. Shout out to Nafisa Carter. You see, she was getting her troops together saying, we straight. Come on, we straight. They kind of folded under the pressure, though, man. You can see, look at Kayla McBride's face. That don't look like a face of confidence, man. I'm not going to lie, though, man. They're going too many possessions without Nafisa touching the ball, though. I ain't going to hold you. They going quite a few possessions without Nafisa touching the ball, bro. Good steal for Kayla McBride. Ooh. Yeah, lacking communication, yeah. That was a way to jump the pass by Kayla McBride. That was nice. I don't know what they call it, 'cause I can't hear it. I think they just called a foul. I think they just called a regular foul on the ball. Or are they looking at clear path? No, I don't think that's a clear path. Sabrina looked like she was in front of her. Sabrina Nescu looks like she was ahead of her, so I don't think that's a clear path. See, I want everybody fired for the Saints. Who that? Who that said they gonna beat them Saints? I don't even watch football. I don't watch football anymore. Last time I watched football was probably back in freaking, what was it called? Bounty Gate. That was probably the last time I really watched football. I used to watch football heavy, but I stopped watching. I don't fuck with football. What was that on Bounty? What was that? Jonathan Vilma and Sean Payton and all them, and I think Drew Brees was quarterback then. I don't watch football. That's what I used to be. I used to watch football heavy. Two minutes, 45 seconds left, man. I think Fibeck on the New York Liberty. I think Fibeck is a rookie too, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all been losing. The coach out there selling. The coach out there selling. That's crazy. Gotta change the coach, bro. Gotta fire the whole staff. The staff gotta go. There you go, hitting the Feast of College. Oh, man. They got to score. Oh, boy, that was a... Oh, my... Yeah, GG's. They folded under pressure, chat. They folded under pressure, chat. They folded under pressure, chat. Oh, man. They folding. They folding, bro. These are championship rounds, man, and this is where that experience comes in. Oh! That was good ball handling though for her to keep that ball. I thought she was gonna lose it. That was good ball handling. She got ran over. It's mad. It's bad. I feel like Kayla McBride would have pulled that before. She lacking a little confidence, man. I feel like she would have pulled that on Jonquel Jones. They need these points, though. They definitely need these points. Hey, yo, pause. Hey, yo. I don't like the way you said that.
No, did he?
Why is Spike Lee? Oh, yeah, I just... I don't know why he on all fours like that. Why is he on all fours?
What?
I don't know. You know, Spike Lee be intense, man. He be intense, man. Get your ass in your seat, man. Offensive foul. Offensive foul. That was a good charge. That was a good charge take. Who's that? By Carlton? Yep. Good positioning. New York trying to get a game away. He praying for New York. Talk to him, Jermaine. Yo, they got to tighten up with their passes. Where is Courtney Williams fouled out or something? Wait. That's not a foul? Yo, Nafisa Colley ain't getting no calls. She wilding for going up on 3 people, though. Oh, no, that was a good call. That was a good no call. My bad. Chad, did Courtney Williams fall out or something? Oh man, hide him in, man. She's struggling right now. God bless her. Nah, hell no. You can't be tired in the finals. This it. Ain't no tied. You can be tired tomorrow. She must have fouled out or something. That's tough too, cause Heidemann, she's not the starter, and I know you can see on her face that she felt like she messing up. She messing up. She messing up for sure, but that's tough. Yo, this man, what you got against Stewart, man? This man don't like Stewart, boy. Minnesota not taking you out. They're not, Mike. This man William don't like Stewart. What she did to you, bro? She must have beat you. She must have beat you up when y'all was kids. This man don't like Stewart. Boy, I ain't gonna lie. She definitely look a little strong. But there's a lot of them that look a little strong in the WNBA, you know. But that boy don't like Stewart, boy. There's no order anyway, dog. It's like that's crazy. They in the Euro leagues. Bjarna Stewart has the ball faced up against Carlton. She was rested. Yeah, I see her now. That's crazy. New York wisely wasting time. Jonquel Jones passes off to Fibik. Fibik deep pass to who? Sabrina Ionescu with the pull-up jumper from Ionescu. She misses. Good defense. Courtney Williams has the ball. 50 seconds left. Ain't no way she was resting. That's crazy. Ain't no way she better hit. She better do something. You out there resting. Oh, no. Oh, Lord. No. Alana Smith, bro. Alana Smith, man, she been messing up since last game, bro. God bless her, boy. Alana Smith been messing up since last game, bro. I know she hurt, dog. She got them butterfingers. Oh, that's game. That's game. Oh, she missed it. Whenever Ionescu shoots, I think it's going in. I ain't gonna lie. Her and Kayla McBride. Whenever those two shoot the ball, I just think it's going in. It's only a 3-point game, though, one possession. I got pissed off when she missed those shots. She had to go to overtime because of her. This dumb ass girl been watching too much Curry highlights. Get your head back on your feet. Facts. Yeah, I don't know why that's you trying to dive. No, she a beast though, man. You better stop playing. They got a lot of New York got Lainey Hamilton, the beast. Bjarna Stewart and Jonquel Jones, both of them former MVP, so they definitely beast. And Ionescu and they nice. And in Minnesota, their beasts are really just Nafisa Colley, but Kayla McBride too. Courtney Williams is good too. Kayla McBride is good too. But Nafisa Colley is definitely their best player for sure. I don't know how they didn't call that a foul. I thought that was a foul, bro. But I saw the replay. It looked like it was a clean block. Yeah, she's consistent from out there, bro. Every time she shoot, I think that joint going in. I ain't gonna hold you. Shout out to y'all for rocking with me, man. Rock with me on the WNBA. I know this is we usually do boxing commentary, but you know, we're gonna watch a little one time, you know what I'm saying? One time for the queens of the court, one time for the ladies. You know what I'm talking about? It's the finals, man. What more do we want? Game 5, final game? OT? Come on now. What more do we want? Don't forget to like that video too, you know what I'm saying? Like the video. Appreciate it. Nah, I think she has her Jermaine, I think she's officially retired, man. They hung her jersey up in the rafter. Oh, that's it. That's it. That's it, man. That's it. That's it, man. That's it. That's all right, Carlton. That's all right. I'd rather there would have been Caitlin McBride shoot it, but I'm not mad. That was a good shot from Carlton. She could hit those. She could definitely hit those. She could definitely hit those. I'm not mad at that shot. That wasn't a bad shot. Like I said, I'd prefer Nafisa or Caitlin McBride. Probably Nafisa just because it's her, it's her team and her name. But Caitlin McBride would have been my best option. But I want a bad shot though. Long ass D pads, yeah. She retired. Yeah, they put her name in the rafter, Jermaine. So once your name goes in the rafter, you pretty much done. So yeah, she retired. So no, I don't think I don't even know if she can. I mean, I guess she could. You could always return, but they put her name up there in the rafters for Minnesota. So Maya Moore is done. She living her life. Where she got her husband out of jail or something like that. That was dope, man. Got her husband out of jail. A guy that was wrongly accused, and they married and stuff like that. That's a fire story. Crazy story, but it's fire though. That's a long ass D pass. Damn. She put her booty in the chest. Look like New York about to get their first title, chat. New York Liberty about to get their first title, chat. Well deserved. Well deserved, man. Hopefully Minnesota can keep their game together, keep their team together, at least the nucleus. Nafisa Kali out there getting bottles. I always go for Nafisa. She got a kid, man, out there getting bottles and buckets, man. Bottles and buckets, man. Shout out to Nafisa Collier, man. That's game. 62-65. 62-67, excuse me. 4-point deficit, 2-possession game. That's it. Dang, that sucks. Wet like water. Look at Cash and Witherspoon. Look at Cash and Witherspoon. Two WNBA legends right there. They got to get a 3 and get an and-1. No. What was that pass? No. Yeah, they selling, bro. Yeah, Minnesota's wilding. What was that pass, bruh? First championship in franchise history, bruh. Look at the 2 MVPs right there, Jonquel Jones and Breanna Stewart. Nah, hold your head up, Nafisa. You did good. Minnesota did good, man. They just fell under pressure, man. That's a whole lot of pressure, man. New York got some good. They got a lot of experience on their side. I think that's all that was experience, man. That was just experience. Shout out to New York Liberty, man. Breanna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, Sabrina Ionescu. Look at Angel Reese. Sabrina Ionescu, Betnesia Laney Hamilton. And all the other players on, you know what I'm saying, Vandersloot and all the other players. Fibik, Sabali. Shout out to New York Liberty, man. Good game, man. My boy Oscar back in the building. Yeah, salute. Big salute to the Liberty, bro. Facts. Big salute to the Liberty, man. Spike Lee's the MVP. He said, who is the MVP? Spike Lee's the MVP? I don't know. Probably Breanna Stewart. I don't know. Jonquel Jones might be. I don't know. The finals MVP for New York Liberty? I go with Breanna, though. Look at that. Look at those numbers. Look at those numbers, Will. Average 18.6 points, 11 rebounds. Come on now. Double on your head top. I think Breanna Stewart going to win finals MVP, but All right, Sabrina. Yeah, Sabrina had some cold games too. That clutch shot in game 3 or game 4, whichever one it was. Hey, Dot Peace, I got to get up for work. Hey, man, God bless you, William. I appreciate you coming through, man. Appreciate y'all. I'm about to slide too. I just want to see who wins Finals MVP. Breonna Stewart's 3rd WNBA championship. Three-time champ, man. Come on, put some respect on her name, man. She won one with, who she win one? Seattle Storm, I believe. Or did she win 2 with Seattle? She might have won 2 with Seattle Storm. Lucky shots is crazy. Hey, this man funny, bro. You not gonna watch the Dodgers game? No, I watch World Series and stuff like that. I don't really watch baseball like that. Never been into baseball. Like I watch the big games. I watch the home run derby, something like that. But I don't really watch. Sabrina Ionescu. You know what's funny about that? What they say about what was it? What's the dude on the Breakfast Club, man? I don't remember his name. Anyway, Charlemagne. Did he say Drake face look like a thumb? To me, that's how Sabrina Ionescu look like. She's like a plain face, like her and Drake. They got that plain face. Yeah, Charlemagne, thank you. I just remember that a long time ago. He said Drake needs a beard because he got a plain face. He if you put a thumb and draw a face on it, that'd be Drake. That joke had me crying, bro. And I don't even really like him like that because I don't like people just always being condescending towards others and talking trash. I don't really care for that stuff, but that was funny. Yeah, let's freaking go. Let's go. Shout out to New York, man. Big elephant in the building. Ellie the elephant head ass. That's dope, bro. He said it's a fact too. It's crazy. Oh man, let's freaking go, man. Shout out to New York, man. Shout out to Minnesota too, man. Game 5 overtime. Come on now. That's just the difference. The difference is what, 1 or 2 plays. Two to 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds. If you just did this a little better, you would have won. That's the tough part, but hey. So you could look at it and be down like, dang, we lost, got all the way there, but you got all the way there. Just one slight difference could have been it. So you could look at it like, hey, we don't have much. We're not too far away from, you know what I'm saying? From title contention again. But he ain't trying to hear that shit in this moment. She don't even look nice. Kathy Engelbert. I don't like her at all. Said Brianna got it. Dang, you ahead of me. The CEO still talking for me. or the commissioner. Man, Williams said she got a face only a mother could love. Bro, y'all so wrong, bro. Y'all wrong, man. That's so dope. Liberty Board of Governors. Hello, Governor. What? All right. I don't want to look like that when I'm her age. You don't want to look like what, bro? Who you talking about, bro? Y'all just damn crazy. She look like she could be on Get Up. I can't, bro. Second WNBA championship as a coach. What up, coach? Bro, come on now. They gonna tell us who the finals MVP is? Damn. Jonquel Jones got it. Whoa, that's hey. That's why there's either Jonquel Jones or what's her name? Or Breonna Stewart. She's been very consistent. Gosh. She's very consistent now. Shout out to Jonquel, man. Facts, big salute. Shout out to Jonquel Jones, man. They had very similar numbers too, so I don't think nothing wrong with that. He said robbery, like Foster robbery. You don't even watch WNBA. How you know it's a robbery or not? Shut your ass up. Oh, man. God is good. Amen. Talk to him. Bro. All right. That's what's up, bro. All right, chat. I stopped watching when CC left. Oh, I'm asleep. So how you know what's a robbery or not? Exactly. All right, chat. I'm about to go ahead and call it, man. I just watch your stream, so I appreciate you, Oscar. That's love, man. But yeah, I'm about to go ahead and call it. I was gonna do a be on the lookout. We're gonna do tomorrow, good Lord willing, as long as God blesses us to see the brightness of another day. We will do the 154-pound tier list tomorrow, good Lord willing. I don't know if I'm gonna do it in the morning or in the afternoon. I'm thinking in the morning because I don't think there'll be much else to talk about besides recapping the weekend again in the morning, good Lord willing. So in the evening stream, then we'll probably have some more developments as far as, you know, boxing news and who's potentially fighting and the aftermath of the weekend and stuff like that. So we'll probably do the 154 tier list in the morning, good Lord willing. But yeah, man, don't forget to like the video if you're in here. We'll be back on at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, good Lord willing, man, for the morning show. Y'all be easy. Appreciate all the love today, man. Shout out to my boy Oscar. Excuse me. Shout out to my boy Oscar and my boy Cito, man, for showing some love in the super chats, man. So y'all be easy. Take care of yourselves. And remember, with God, we can do anything. Without God, we're nothing. The doctor's out. Peace. Hey, big salute to the New York Liberty, you know what I'm saying? One time for Jonquel Jones getting that finals MVP.
From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold, we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.